Yes, I really went bald. It was not AI. Y'all thought it was fake. Some of y'all was in disbelief. No, I really cut my hair. I really cut that shit all the way off. Fuck is you talking about? So today I'm gonna be talking about the new bald head look, and we're gonna just dive straight into it. Um, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. We're not gonna waste any time today. um, there's a lot of different angles I want to take this conversation when it comes to identity, um, image, when it comes to basically how you view yourself. We're going to talk about some spiritual development, spiritual growth. We're going to talk about evolution. All that stuff is tied into, you know, what I decided to do. So, I also have a new microphone. So, if you're tuned in, let me know if the sound is hitting on what it needs to be hitting on. I'm going to just dive straight into it though. Um, so, for majority of my life, I've had long hair. And I've had multiple spiritual deaths. So I just experienced another spiritual death. Basically, what that means is you go through a time where um, basically the person you thought you were is no longer who you currently are. So you die. You don't physically die, but you spiritually die. The idea of some kind of idea of who you thought you were or what you thought you were supposed to be doing in life, like something at a certain point in your life has to die in order for you to reach another level of your own evolution. So what I decided to do with shaving the head and everything, like that's totally tied to what I've been going through in my personal life and what I've recently learned about myself, and it had a lot to do with me detaching from this dream that I've had for a very long time. Uh, so I don't know how deep I want to get into the actual dream that I had. I'll probably touch on it and just talk about it freely. Um, but that could be a whole live in itself. So I'll probably just, I ain't even gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna run you through it. So basically, recently I had to make the tough decision because I have something called the wave movement. If you've been paying attention, if you're tuned in right now, what's up? Drop a comment. I want to make sure my stuff is working. If the audio is good, just give me a thumbs up. I'm trying out this new microphone. Um, yeah, if you're tuned in, drop a wave. I see people coming in, but I need y'all to like drop a comment because I want to make sure everything's working. I'm gonna just scroll. Oh, okay, here we go. Shout out to EA. Okay, I see EA's comment. All right, so I think we're good. All right, so I have something. Shout out to Will. What's up, Will? So shout out to Courtney Starks. All right, cool. So we in business. We in business. That audio sound crispy as fuck, don't it? I got this new microphone. All right, so look, I have something called the wave movement. Now, before I had the wave movement, I've always had my own community. I've always been a natural leader. So since the age of 21, I'm 36 now. Since the age of 21, I have always had a community of my own, and they've always started online. And ever since my first community, the dream has always been to unite the world. Like I always had this vision that I could use the internet to unite the world. And the reason why I felt that way and still feel that way, even though I had to let go of that dream a little bit. Chris said, a little bit of headlights ain't never. Hey, I'm ready for the bald jokes. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all had me cracking up yesterday. Shout out to Dwayne, bro. You on your Book of Eli movement. I ain't never seen that movie. I've never read that book. Is that an actual book? Abel said, "What's up, Brandon? What's up, Abel?" Hey, if you're just tuning in, sit your ass down. We got a lot to talk about, baby. We got a lot to talk about. Sit your motherfucking ass down. I'm about to go in. Yeah, cause I'm back outside on you motherfuckers. All right. So I love to see it. Yeah, man. We about to get deep. We really about to get deep. I'm slow walking into it. So bear with me. Feel free to share this live because we about to talk about some good shit. If you got any questions while I'm talking, if you want to interrupt me and ask a question, feel free to do that. We're gonna make it interactive. All right. So what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So ever since the age of 21, I've had this dream to use the internet, to use social media to unite the world. Ever since I was a late teen, early 20s, I've seen this great need for humans to connect, and I always knew that we weren't connecting enough, especially online. Like I always noticed people would get online for the bullshit. They wouldn't really get online to really make friends. It's a lot of bullshit energy. It's a lot of people looking for entertainment. Um, and that brings me to another point. I'm a musician, so I'm a recording artist. And my first community was built around a fan base. I had fans on MySpace that just fucked with my art. They just loved me as an artist and they wanted to talk to me. So when I saw that I had people following me and wanting to talk to me and connect with me, it inspired me to start my first community called The Progression. And like I said before, the goal was always to unite the world, to bring the world together. So at that point, when I was 21, that's when my dream shifted and my purpose shifted from being a musician to being a community leader and really bringing these people together, because I felt like me just giving people art and entertaining people was not enough for me. I knew I was on this planet to do something a lot deeper than just give y'all some shit to look at. So um, that's when my energy shifted away from me and I started to prioritize my people. And I became very invested in sharing my light with people and not only getting those people to connect with me, but helping them connect with each other. So I became very passionate about that, because if this comes easy to me, I know it's not coming easy for everybody. And again, I'm not here just to entertain people. That was too easy for me. And there was no real purpose or substance in me doing that. I went through a phase where I used to perform, used to do my music for people a lot. I was passionate about that for a short time. And then again, when I saw the influence, when I saw the real power of what music can do, everybody's aware of the power of music, right? I assume everybody that's tuned in to this live right now, you love music. Some of y'all do music. Some of you are just big fans of music. There's not a day goes by that a lot of you don't listen to some kind of music. So some of y'all like to go to concerts. It's a very important part of human society, and I've always had a natural gift for it. So I didn't just want to be remembered as an artist. That's something I figured out when I got into talking to people online a lot. So I just wanted to walk y'all through like that first part of me starting a community so you can understand like where we're at right now. And I want you to understand the amount of time I've been on this mission. Um, so I remember like maybe a year into me managing my first community, I ended up becoming a local celebrity at my college, Georgia State. And what was I famous for? Music, because I was writing songs for the university and everybody was fucking with the music and they wanted to see me and they wanted to. I was like Mr. Panther Pride. I was the Panther Pride leader. It was me. It was my energy. It was my music. It was my creative energy that people loved. So again, I'm explaining this so that y'all can see the sacrifices that I've made as an individual to try and fight for this bigger vision. And it's all going to lead to the bald head, so hold tight. So as soon as I started getting some momentum at Georgia State and everybody's a fan of my music and listening to my music and wanting to see me come perform at different places and shit, what did I do? I took the energy off of me. As soon, like, I was at the peak of my momentum where I really could have just poured it into myself and I really could have capitalized musically. I was famous on campus. Everybody knew me for music. And I'm in the biggest hub when it comes to music. I'm in Atlanta. I'm in the heart of the city. So there's been moments where I could have maximized on my own potential, but I chose not to because, again, I'm fighting for something bigger than just me being a famous musician. That's too easy. That's too easy for me, honestly, not to even be cocky. I know I have music that's amazing. If I just wanted to pour my whole life into that, I would have been, who knows where I would be now at this age if I would have just focused on that. So again, this is when I was around 23 years old when I got famous at Georgia State for music. And then not even a year into it, I shifted my energy away from me and my music and I shifted it on to building another community. Basically, the second community I built was like a localized version of what I was aiming to do with the first community on a world scale. So the mission has always been, get these people to love each other. Get these people to stop looking at me all the fucking time and wanting me to do music and get them to understand it's something bigger we need to be doing together. Like, there's enough entertainers in the world. Can we all agree with that? It's enough people trying to entertain you. We got enough people trying to be famous. That shit is played the fuck out. It's been played the fuck out for me. That's why I've sacrificed so much. And I've taken so much attention off of me deliberately. Like, I've been deliberately avoiding fame. Not because I'm scared of it, but because I don't fucking want it. I don't fucking care. I really did not care to live a life of just putting light on myself. So let me keep going. We're going to get to the bald head. We're going to get to it. If you got any questions, shout out to Timothy. Shout out to anybody else that's tuned in. If you're tuned in, drop a wave. Shout out to Reggie. Your music is way more than entertaining. I know, bro, but we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Trust me, I know. I know my music is a lot more than entertaining. All right, so I ended up building my second community at Georgia State. Shout out to Aaron Martin. Shout out to Dwayne Wayne, still in here. I'm going to talk about the wave movement, too, about how I removed a bunch of people from the movement. So stay tuned in if you're part of the wave or if you were part of the wave. I'm going to explain everything. I started a community called GDC. Shout out to Agape. What's up, Agape? Hey, I'm going to get to the comments, too. I want to reply to some of the comments y'all was making on my post yesterday. I didn't want to talk to y'all on the post yesterday. I wanted to wait until today. I thought it was funny that some of y'all thought it was AI. Some of y'all really thought that I really didn't shave my head. I'm going to get to the bald head, too. We really going to go in today. We really going to go in, though. And I'm back outside. I really been taking it easy. I've been being real quiet. And I'm going to tell y'all why I've been being quiet. But I'm done. I'm fucking done. All right, so look. I started my second community at Georgia State called GDC. What did I do? I took the fame and the energy that I was getting for me and my music and my persona and my creativity and the shit that I was putting out on campus and all this energy I was provoking and sparking. I wanted to, again, share the light. Why am I a light? So that I can be a light for others that don't shine as bright. That's what a true leader does. A true leader. And that's what I mean by a lot of the people that's being idolized. They're not really supposed to be in those positions. They're not true leaders. These are the ones that end up guiding our youth and leading our people into this bullshit. You know, because they're chasing it for the wrong reasons. Anybody that's trying to be famous, anybody that's trying to be in front of you, and it's like this thing that they need to feel validated, that's a fake motherfucker. That's an insecure person, and they're selfish. They're only in it for their own feel good response. They get high when they get on a stage and they can perform a song and they got thousands of people reciting their lyrics. It make them feel like gods, but they're not gods. They're not. They're not. It looks good. This shit look crazy though. This shit look like, wow, this is such a fucking influential, powerful person. Who the fuck are they really helping? Who the fuck are they really helping? I didn't want to live a life full of me just being on stages. I still don't want to be on stages. I don't want to be on a fucking stage in front of y'all. But it's like the more and more I've been on this path, which I'm going to get to, I'm trying to slow walk y'all into this shit because I got a lot to say. And I'm going to be going live a lot. This ain't the last time you're going to see me live. I got a lot of shit to say. I've been being quiet. But I already know as soon as I hit the button, it's up. It's up because the energy speaks for itself. When you know you have it, that's when you know, like, when you truly have an energy that can move a crowd, when you have an energy that can captivate people, and you know that you have this thing, like, if I just show up and be me, I can have a lot of influence on people. That ain't nothing to be jumping up excited like, oh yeah, let me just use my power and be popular. Bitch, I always been popular. This ain't no shit that I seek out. I don't do nothing for attention. Like me shaving my head, I didn't do this shit for attention. I'm gonna get deeper into the bald head look in a minute. So again, 23 years old, trying to share my light with basically it was a class of incoming freshmen that came to Georgia State, like right after I was bubbling and I was famous as fuck. I didn't care about it. I had people inviting me out. They wanted me to perform my Georgia State anthems at different campus events. I did it a few times. It was cool to have people, you know, reciting my lyrics and shit. I know what fame feels like. I know what it feels like to walk down the street and everybody recognizes you. And it was people that work at the school. They would see me walking on campus and they would lose their fucking mind. Oh my God, there's Frenchie. Oh my God. I'm going to get back to spiritual death because back then I was known as Frenchie. So again, this is over a decade ago. I told you I started at 21. Now the Georgia State story, that started at 23. I'm 36 now. I just want to walk y'all into this shit so you know the years that have gone into me getting to this point to where I can do something like this. Because like people like to see stuff like this and they like to point and be like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And then like, you know, y'all got your jokes and shit, which it ain't no thing. Like I love the jokes. I think it's funny. But at the same time, it's like y'all got to understand that there's deeper shit going on beneath the things that you can see on the surface level and you can point and you can laugh and have a judgment about. Like there's deeper shit going on that you have to understand. This is the shit that I've been trying to bring out of people by managing these communities and trying to connect with people on a more intimate level so that I can really, like, let me see what kind of humans y'all really are. You know what I mean? Like I be wanting to know what kind of people y'all are. Because me being the type of person I am, I've always been in front of people. So I've always felt that people know me a lot more than I know them. Because people aren't this readily available. People aren't this vulnerable. And that was hard for me to understand that, oh, people aren't vulnerable. Like this doesn't come easy for people. And I'm like, okay, well, if this doesn't come easy for you, let me help you out. That's the whole point of me running communities. The whole point of me being a influential person, a natural leader, is that I didn't want to just be a clown in front of you. I'm not trying to show up and be part of the circus. Because that's basically what they tell every talented person on the planet is, hey, you have a talent, you got a gift. Now go exploit your gift, make a bunch of money, and then become rich and famous. Why is that the fucking dream? That shit ain't no damn, like, why is that the goal? Everything in this life is very individualistic. So I've been on a community mission for 15 years. If you've seen the post I made yesterday, you'll see the number 15. My next composition is called 15. The 15 is symbolic of the amount of years that I've been attached to this community dream to unite the world and to bring the love out of people. How was I planning on doing that? By building communities and dealing with these people every day. It's like being in a relationship. Like a lot of people dream to be married one day. You know, the energy you put into having a partner, how you learn your partner. Well, some of y'all don't even fucking learn your partner, but we ain't gonna go there. This live is not about dating, but that's a whole nother topic. I do want to go in on that shit. But the dream and the energy that I have put into building communities for the past 15 years, I feel like I just had the biggest breakup of my life, like a fucking divorce. I just divorced from a dream that meant so much to me. And I really believed I could do it the way that I was doing it. So for the whole 15 years from 21 until now, 36, people might wonder, like, it's been people that have judged my progress in life. It'd be like, man, why you behind on everything? It's because I've been sacrificing myself. I've literally been sacrificing my own individual progress, trying to pour into people because I see there's a big deficit that I can fill. But what I learned is that I've been trying to force people to see this community vision. But that's what happens when you get like, when you're excited about something as a creator. If you're not a creator, I'm going to take you into the mind of a creator or a visionary, because I'm both. When you have a vision and you know you have the energy to fulfill the vision, it's like you get so amped up with energy and excitement that you want to get as many people to see it as possible so that they can get on board with it. That's what I've been doing for 15 years. I've been like, yo, hello, y'all, look. I know y'all know I got that energy. I'm not trying to do this shit by myself. Like, come on with me. You know what I mean? Let's do this shit together. Like we need the collective. We don't have the village. We used to be a tribe. This used to be a tribal fucking world. There's all this capitalism and all this individual shit, all these dreams to be famous. That ain't no natural shit. Nobody gave a fuck about being famous. Back when the original, I'm talking about the greatest humans to ever walk the planet. They didn't give a fuck if this person over here got famous. They didn't even understand the concept of reaching the world. There was no way to reach the world. If we want to take it all the way back before we had airplanes, before we had internet, anything that would allow you to travel great distances and shit, the thought of being able to reach the world was not even a thought. Your only mission was to contribute to the community you were a part of. That's what we missing. We don't have strong communities. I've been seeing this shit since I was a teenager. And because I always had this natural ability to draw people into me, because I've never been a person that seeked out attention. I ain't never wanted to be a person that was like idolized. I never needed that validation. I was always confident in myself. I never had to overextend myself. I was always naturally desired by girls. And I never struggled with making friends because people just always thought I was a cool guy. But I was shy. I'm actually a very shy person. I'm very reserved. I'm to myself. I don't have to do the most. The thing that made me come out of my shell, again, was my creative passion. Music being the first. That was the first thing that got me out. That's the first thing that made me want to be in front of people. But then, like, even when I was in 4th and 5th grade, my favorite elementary school teacher, she saw something special in me. As quiet as I was, she used to always give me the lead role in all the plays that we used to do as a class. And I was so confused by that shit. It was other people in the class that was a little more like loud, like their voices projected a lot louder than mine at that time. I was very soft spoken. I didn't really find my voice until honestly recently. I really fully tapped into my voice. Uh, but yeah, like that's when you know you have a gift. When you ain't trying, like when you're not really trying and stuff just naturally comes to you, that's when you know that's your gift. That's when you know you're truly gifted at something. It's like the true gift is almost a thing that you fight against. I've been fighting against my gift. There's this popular quote where they say, like, our biggest fear is not something about our biggest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our biggest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure, something like that. That is a very true quote. Like your biggest fear will be your own potential. Because it takes a certain time and a certain confidence. Like you have to know that you're ready to walk into your gift. And when you're still on a path of like learning yourself, it's kind of hard to fully step into that because you don't want to step into it for the wrong reason. You want to be ready because there's a responsibility that comes with that. There's a responsibility with being great. It's motherfuckers that just want to be great just to say, hey, look at me. I'm great. I'm doing great shit. And to somebody that's actually great, we looking at people like that like, you fucking clown. You fucking idiot. How dare you play with this energy and play with these people, with our people. That's why the collective is fucked up. We don't have the right leaders at all. And every time we do see one of our real leaders get into a position, we know what happens. I'm not going to go into detail about that. So it's a lot of like things that could stop a person from wanting to be great. But you can't deny what's for you. You can't deny what's actually in the cards for you. So I'm at that point now in my life where I'm tired of denying myself. And I started to learn through all these years of sacrificing myself and trying to pour into people. All these years of me trying to bring the best out of people. I had to accept that it's honestly a lot of people that don't want what I want. And even if they do want what I want, they don't even understand that they have to be a key part of that. Like it's literally people that are just sitting back waiting on somebody to save the world. Kayvon said, why you cut it? I'm going to break it down in a second, bro. Stay tuned. Ansel said, didn't realize you cut your hair, bro. Yeah, man, I just cut it. I'm going to explain why I cut it too. I'm going a lot into my life story because people like to look at, I know like the shock value of seeing me bald headed, and that's the thing that's pulling y'all in. That's the thing that pulls people in. We're very visual creatures. We're very surface level creatures, and people respond emotionally to shit that's different. And they have like curiosity. Like I received so many different types of reactions. And this ain't my first time doing this. Like I've had long hair for most of my life, right? I had long hair in elementary school. I had like curly hair up here, and then I had a really long tail in the back. You know how some of y'all had them little bitty rat tails in the back, like a literal rat tail? I had a whole tail, like the whole bottom, and it was down my back. So I rocked my hair like that for about kindergarten through fourth grade. Fourth grade, I got my first haircut. I don't count that as my first spiritual death because, I mean, I guess you could count that. But I mean, I look at it kind of deeper than just, I was too young to have a spiritual death. I didn't know nothing about what that meant. So that's why I don't really count that. But yeah, I've had moments where I've cut my hair, and people make a really big deal out of hair and appearance. And one of the greatest keys to getting more into an enlightened state in this life is getting over this whole this lie that looks matter and visuals matter and like the way things appear to your eye. Like all this shit it's insignificant. I'm starting to see through everything that's beautiful. So as far as the haircut, I'm gonna just go into this so I don't keep rambling too much because I can talk. If you haven't noticed, I have a lot to say. So the whole bald head thing. Let me just fast forward to the wave movement. So I told y'all I've been doing the community thing for a while. I've been pouring into people. So recently, last year, I decided to do my first paid community with the wave movement. And basically, I've been on this path of trying to make this shit work for me because I know that I've been loving selflessly, truly loving selflessly and draining myself trying to be good to people. So this was my attempt to keep being that person, but let me have something in it for me. Let me finally have a paid community so that maybe the money will make people respect the community more. No. That's what I learned. No. As much as you motherfuckers value money, that shit don't make you respect a damn thing. Y'all still be moving the way you want to move. And honestly, man, people, it's two totally different energies. The money energy and the spiritual energy it ain't tied at all. It's totally, you can't connect the two. It's two totally different things at work. So I was trying to make the money work for me in a spiritual way, in a humane way. But then I realized, like, very quick into me having a paid community, what happened was, like, I was sticking to okay, you gotta be part of the Patreon and you gotta be invested monthly to be part of the wave movement, right? So a lot of the first people, all the first people were on the Patreon. But then it got to a point where some of those people maybe couldn't afford the monthly payments anymore. Do you think I kicked those people out? I'm not about to treat you the way your landlord treats you. That's what's fucked up about humanity. There's nothing humane about prioritizing a dollar over a person. And this is what we've become accustomed to seeing. Motherfuckers are actually out here talking like money is more important than humans. Oh, if it ain't about the money, then don't talk to me. What kind of bullshit is that to say? If it ain't about the money, then I don't want to talk. You don't want to just connect with a human. You don't want to get to know a person. You don't want to check on a person's well-being. Like, what the fuck? It's the shit that people are walking around saying with pride. If it ain't about the money, you can get off my line. I don't give a fuck. Man, fuck these people. I'm chasing a dollar. Really? You living your life chasing a fucking piece of paper. Nowadays, it ain't even paper. That shit ain't even a tangible thing that people chasing now. It's all digital. So you are okay with living your life prioritizing this digital illusion of value that really don't mean shit. It's not helping us come together. It ain't helping us be better people. And y'all are okay with prioritizing that shit. Y'all okay with just prioritizing that and saying, fuck these humans. And that's what we've become. We've become a society full of humans that are all focused on this shit that don't matter. And we think that's okay. I've always seen the issue, and that's where the frustration comes. So when a visionary and when a creative genius is frustrated, you start to try and force shit. You start to try and like get people to understand some shit. So for 15 years, from the age of 21 until 36, I've been on a mission to get people to understand what the fuck is going on and to get them to understand that a lot of this simple shit that y'all don't value, that's the shit that's going to change the world. And you got to be part of it. This is the thing that nobody seems to understand. And it took 15 years for me to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I had to get to a point where I just gave up. I had to really just give the fuck up on y'all. Now, I haven't given up on being a solid individual. I still got the same spirit. But when it comes to trying to get humans to understand, when it comes to like trying to get y'all to love each other, I'm done with that shit. I'm fucking done. I got to the point where I just said, fuck it. So like, I've been outside, right? Y'all see me when I go outside and I'm waving with people and I'm telling stories. I'm being my lighthearted self. I'm being the light that I've always been. Sharing this fucking love with the world because I want to, because I'm passionate about that. Ain't nothing selfless and ain't nothing selfish about that when I'm outside doing that. If y'all notice, majority of my content, I'm with people. Like when I'm outside, I'm not just out there by my fucking self. I'm not. And even if I am by myself, it ain't like I'm just promoting my own shit. It's always been something about trying to feed y'all something that's valuable. I'm trying to like make y'all better people. And that's the thing that's draining. Like if I care more about you being a better person than you care about you being a better person, don't you think that would be draining? And I can't even tell you the amount of people that I have invested in, not financially. I've given money too, but when I tell you 15 years of investing myself into complete fucking strangers on the internet, most of the people that I connect with, I have never met in person. And I got real ties to these people and they got real ties to me. Even if they ain't part of my most recent community, if they never like officially joined, there's people on this planet that will forever be connected to me on a spiritual level, on an intimate level. And when I say intimate, I don't mean sex. I don't mean intimate means close, like a close bond. I have been vulnerable and I've built vulnerable connections and relationships with complete strangers. That's a very, very big deal because it takes time to do that. It takes a lot of time to get to know a person. That's why a lot of y'all don't like doing it. That's something I had to accept. Like I've been spending 15 years trying to get y'all to talk to each other. And then it never dawned on me that, damn, maybe these people just don't like connecting with each other. But I understand that that's been conditioned. That's been placed into you. That ain't who we supposed to be. We are naturally social creatures. We're not supposed to be isolated. We're not supposed to go outside and you see all these humans walking around just walking over each other. You can't even make eye contact with a motherfucker without it feeling awkward. Like you don't find that to be weird? This the type of shit I've been paying attention to that I feel like nobody's really giving a fuck about. Cause you so focused on the goddamn money. You so focused on getting to the bag. You so focused on finding you a fucking you so focused on finding you a bitch or finding you a nigga to fuck on. That's all y'all fucking worried about. This is the shit that I've been seeing for years of building communities. You try to give people something valuable, right? You try to give them something that's pure and something that they can grow in and grow from. And I just constantly see people abuse it. And it's like, damn, this is why we can't make no fucking progress. Because anytime we get something good, people just fuck it up. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, every time. Be having all the fucking time, space, opportunity to do great shit, and people just don't know what the fuck to do with it. Abusing it for their own selfish desire. And this goes back to like where I'm at now with, man, I'm just so ready to pour into me. It's like, man, like, I feel like I've paid enough dues. 15 years, I feel like I've done enough. I've tried enough. I've tried 15 fucking years of investing in complete strangers. Like complete strangers. Legit trying to like get these people to get it, man. Like people be so focused on they short-term selfish personal desires, they be missing the big picture. I'm tired of trying to explain the big picture, man. I'm tired. I'm tired, bro. If y'all don't get it, you just don't get it. Whenever it's time for people to get it, they'll get it. I got a lot to say, man. Hold up. So again, we're going to get to the ball head. Hold tight. Hit the share button. Drop a wave if you tuned in. If you still tuned in, drop a wave. My bad, I'm not reading comments right now. I promise my live sessions from here on are going to be a lot more interactive. But today, I just got to get a whole lot off my chest. So excuse me for not responding, but I see the comments. I ain't got my glasses on. Just let me pop my shit. Let me pop my shit. I got a lot to say. So 15 years of sacrificing myself. And this is what all good people think makes them good. All these, I've been thinking, oh, I'm the good person because I'm sacrificing myself. Oh, that's how you love people. I did the same thing in relationships with women. And that's what got me fucked up in those situations, because I was pouring more into the woman than I was into myself. And I was always confused when it got to the point where, damn, this woman I'm pouring all this energy into, why does she not love me back? Why does she not respect me? Oh, why is she talking to me like shit? Because I'm treating myself like shit. The people around you are only going to be a reflection of how you treat yourself. But when you're the good person, when you're the nice person, when you're the person that's trying to be good for everybody, it's like you expect people to give you some type of energy. Like that's the shit that you telling yourself a fucking lie. Like, why would I expect anybody to give me something back for something I'm willingly doing? Like, I chose to do this. This is just coming from me. How dare I have an expectation? So I had expectation, and that's the thing. Like, I've had expectations, but then I've really had no expectation. That's part of the issue. But I feel like love has no expectation. I feel like I've actually been loving the right way, but we're just so sick. This society is so sick. It's hard to receive that kind of love. But again, everything is about self accountability. So in me being so selfless, sure, you can be good to everybody around you, but it's always going to come back to how you view yourself, how you treat yourself. Do you really love yourself? You hear people talk about this shit all the time, and I just feel like people don't really understand it for real. I don't think people fully understand that shit. It's people that think they're loving themselves and they're not. I'm one of them. I thought I was loving myself. No, I wasn't. I still wasn't loving myself. Even with me putting the money, the money requirement on the community this time around, on the wave movement, that was a first for me. And that felt so bad. Like, not bad, but it felt so weird, and so something in my spirit didn't feel right charging people to be part of a community. It was like, damn. But I got to the point where I'm in that process of wanting to take care of me, because I know how much I've sacrificed for people. I know how much I've sacrificed. So I'm like, damn, put the money on it. Maybe that'll fucking make it work for me. And it did for a little while. But like I said, everybody didn't always have money to pay into the community. I wasn't kicking nobody out because they didn't have money. So essentially it was still like I was running a free community, basically. But yeah, man, I got so much to say. I'm getting off on a tangent. Please excuse me. Let me get back to what I was saying. What was I saying? So much to tell y'all. I have a story. I have a hell of a story. This ain't gonna be the last time I go live. I'm gonna be on for a good minute too. So if you ain't doing shit, hold tight. Like, I got a lot to say. And again, type whatever you got to say in the comments. I'm trying to get my thoughts out, so I'm not really reading, but I will eventually, when I get all this key stuff out, I'm gonna get more into, like, answering y'all questions if y'all have questions and shit. But anyway, man, where was I? Fucking 15 years of pouring into people. Okay, so wave movement. So I told you I started my first community at 21, right? Now, a lot of the stuff I was seeing in my first community, again, I was 21, and a lot of the people that were involved were also in that age range. It was people part of my first community that were in their teens. I think my youngest member was like 14, maybe 13. And then there was people all through middle school to high school ages to early college ages. That was my first movement, and it was a lot of us. So it was a very young movement. And I was leading a group of people at the age of 21. It was organized to the point of, it was organized in the sense that I could explain to people what we're doing, like what we're representing together. But I never seeked to control anybody. That's the thing with me. I ain't never put no expectation. That's what I was talking about, expectations. I never put any strict expectations on people. And this is the thing I've learned recently, is like, when you don't put any expectation on a person, it's hard to build something that's focused. it's hard to really keep the energy in line with what the hell you trying to build, because you haven't set any clear expectation of the people that's representing the thing you're trying to build. And when people don't have a certain rule in place or some type of structure, they like to say, if they don't have a clear expectation of what's required of them or expected of them, they're just going to be whoever they want to be. And I'm glad I did it that way, because I was able to see who people really are. And what I noticed, there was no difference. Peep this. There was no difference in the issues I saw at 21 with people who were in their teens and early 20s to now. It's a community full of people that's in their 30s, 40s, some 20s. But I'm in my mid, kicking late 30s now. And when I tell you it's the same issues that I saw when I was in my young 20s, that's another thing that made it click in my mind like, oh, hell no. What the fuck am I doing? You want to know what the issues are? People's personal desires. They don't really give a fuck about the vision when I tell them what the vision is. I tell them we on a mission to unite the world and we're trying to do something pure. And what people do, they join the community for their own reasons. They come in wanting to see what they can get. They come in asking for money. They come in seeing who, oh, this person cute. Oh, let me slide in the image. And I don't be knowing who's talking to who. Like, I don't be policing motherfuckers. I ain't here to police shit. I'm here to put out the right energy and give people platforms to connect. That's it. So it's like people have their own personal desires. So they'll use a community to try and get what they want. That's the wrong mentality. You're supposed to pour into a community. Instead, we got a bunch of weak-minded motherfuckers that just be looking at a community or a collective and saying, oh, what can the community do for me? What can the community do for me? Wasn't it a president? Didn't JFK say some shit about like, don't ask what your country can do for you, or, you know, rather think about what you can do for your country? It's the same concept. It's the same shit. You don't go into a community thinking what you can get from it. And that's literally how people define the value of something, is what can I get from it? And if they're not getting what they deem to be valuable, then they don't think there's anything valuable going on. That's another thing I've been trying to explain to people, is that you can create the energy. You can add to the experience. Hey, you don't have to just be a fucking spectator your whole life. You ain't got to be sitting back letting life happen to you. Hello, wake the fuck up. You could totally join my community and contribute an energy that can shift the entire dynamic of the community. You know you could do that, right? You could do that. You ain't got to just sit around. You ain't got to fucking sit around and be like, oh, I'm waiting on something to do. I'm waiting on something to happen. I'm waiting. Shot the army. What's up? I really did it. Yo, I was laughing when you said cap. When you put the cap on the palm, like, he had no idea. This is not cap. I haven't really got to the explanation. I've been going in. I'm going like whole life story right now. I'm going to get to the bald head, though. I'm going to walk y'all through like how this even happened, because this shit was crazy. So, yeah, they're like, again, this is the frustration. This is another thing y'all need to understand. When you get to a point in your life where you're frustrated, these are times where you need to be tapped into some type of, you need to be looking at what's going on in your life that's frustrating you and always bring it back to you. Because you're not frustrated because of what's happening around. It's something you're doing individually that's bringing on this frustration. That's the shit that a lot of people don't really get. And that's why they continue to like be the same person through their whole life. And they keep fucking up, and blaming it on other people. And you wonder why the same shit just keep happening. You're not getting the lesson. It's okay to be frustrated. The frustration is your cue to change. We're going to talk about change. This is a visual change, but y'all need to understand this shit be deeper than a visual change with me. Everything is deeper than physical for me. Everything is a very spiritual thing happening. It ain't never been a time where I drastically did some shit for no reason. It was always sparked by something that I learned and me having to detach from some shit that ain't serving me. It's things about you that's fucking you up. that you haven't detached from. And you're not detaching because you're scared. You've become attached to who you think you are. You don't want to die, per se. You know how they say people's biggest fear is death? People are fucking scared as shit to die. You are. Not just literally, you're scared to spiritually die. You're scared to detach from some shit that you think is a core part of you. And I'm here to tell you, ain't none of this shit part of you. I had to break up with this vision or this dream. I had to break up with the dream that I was going to be able to change the world and bring the love out of people by building a community and letting everybody in. That was one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to have a community that's all inclusive. So I didn't have no type of membership requirements. There wasn't an initiation to where you had to do this and do this and do this and then you become a member. No, I'm literally letting everybody in. Now, I was using some type of discernment. I wasn't hitting any and everybody up to be part of my community, but it was totally me letting any type of person in. There was no requirement because I believed that all I had to do is expose these people to this love energy and it's going to bring it out of them and they're going to get the vision. They're going to understand because in my mind, I'm thinking everybody wants the world to be better, right? Everybody be talking that change shit. I go my whole life, everybody want to talk about change, and I'm seeing a society full of humans that's always bitching and complaining about some shit. And I'm like, okay, well, if they're presented with an opportunity to be part of something that's actually going to change some shit, of course they're going to be on board and they're going to do the right thing. That's what I'm thinking. But no, time and time again, I was slapped across the face and like, these motherfuckers are not going to do that. So it's got me looking at people different. Like, I feel like a lot of y'all be kept. This is where the frustration came. So again, I'm observing people and how they move and how they're not moving the way that I envision they should be moving. See what I mean by when you expect something from people in your mind, when you are expecting a certain result, that shit's frustrating when you see that they not really moving the way you want them to move. I didn't realize how much I was trying to force this love energy and this vision onto people. I didn't really realize it. I just felt like I was moving in my purpose. And I was just exposing people to it. And if they wanted to be part of it, they could be part of it. But when you're passionate about something, when you're sure of yourself and you're approaching people that aren't as sure of themselves, it's easy to persuade them, especially if they like you. And most people like me and they want to support me. So then it's another thing. I be noticing people be like halfway in, they kind of support, they just in. I got tired of it, man. The wave movement got up to almost 100 people. And I had to look at the people that was in my community and I had to really assess what the fuck was going on. And like, do I really have the right people that's part of this shit? Now, again, this has been like a year of me pouring into this particular group of people, giving them this genuine energy, supporting each of them as much as I could, introducing them to each other, letting them do whatever they want to do in the community. You know, they can come in, they can promote themselves. I'll try to support. I was spending my money with the people that were joining. I had something called the Money Seed where I was spending hundreds. I'm talking about 100 or more every month, sending random money to people. Do you know how many people just randomly left the movement that won the Money Seed and didn't even give me the respect to say that they was leaving? They didn't even, it's like you don't owe me nothing, but goddamn, like in my mind, I'm thinking shit. They know that I like genuinely invested in them. Like I would expect that maybe they would at least hit me up. This motherfuckers that just dipped, people that I really, really poured into, just said fuck it. They just dip when they want to dip and act like they ain't got to say nothing. Act like they don't even want to fucking, like, goddamn. So you just gonna use me up. You gonna use me and my idea up until you don't want it anymore. And then you just gonna leave when you want. This is me again. This is me acknowledging the expectation that I had that I wasn't really expressing to people. I'm letting people be who they are. good or bad. I'm letting people just be who they are. That's genuine love. There is no expectation, really. But shit, when you give people that type of freedom to do what they want, they're gonna show you the good and the bad. Shit. Sometimes they'll just, and then I got tired of like feeling like it was fake energy around me. I got tired of feeling like, man, I got all these people that's in this movement. It's only a select few that's really, really interactive. And then I gotta wonder about the rest. Because then it's times where it's another thing that's annoying. It's personal relationships that get in the way of a big picture. People be so in their personal feelings about shit that it's hard to build on a bigger vision, because soon as two people feel like they not on the same page, or they just don't like this person, or as soon as some type of interaction go left or go the way that they don't like it, all of a sudden they forget about the big picture and they just prioritize their own feelings and be like, I don't really fuck with all. And that's all it takes is one bad thing. All it takes is one bad thing to happen, and it'll completely shift somebody's perspective on what they're part of. It's like they completely forget all the good that's happening. We're too sensitive. We're too fucking sensitive. And it's disgusting at this point. If I could describe people in one word, with the 15 years I've been seeing how people move and deal with situations, it's disgusting the way a lot of people think and the way a lot of people deal with shit. It's cowardly. It's disgusting. There's no fucking strength in it at all. And I'm like, I'm trying to shake people like, yo, that's the behavior that's fucking us up. That's the behavior that's going to keep us divided, because y'all can't get outside of yourself. The world don't revolve around you and your fucking feelings, man. God damn, do you not understand? It's way bigger issues than who you like and who you don't like and how you feel and how somebody tried you and how, oh, I ain't feeling it no more. And oh, I'm just gonna protect my peace. Man, fuck your goddamn peace. Weak ass shit. It be the most simple shit disturbing y'all peace. This shit don't even be no extra fucking serious shit. Nobody's life is in danger. Nobody's really hurt. Nobody's literally fucking dying, or like, it don't be that fucking serious. The shit that we fight over, the shit that creates divides between people, it be full of shit. It be bullshit. Another key thing that frustrates me about communities is that you motherfuckers are way too horny. All you motherfuckers want to do is fuck. Like, how much sex can you have in your life? Really? How much sex do y'all want to fucking have? It be people in their 30s and up still acting like teenagers, like you ain't never put your dick in a pussy before. Like you ain't never had your pussy licked or your pussy stuck or whatever the fuck. Hey, that shit rhymed. Grown motherfuckers, man. Just all y'all want to do is fuck. Like, I can't even build a genuine community with y'all, because as soon as you get around people, that's all you thinking about is, this person cute, this person kind of oh, I think I might want to slide on that one. Oh, would you please take a fucking break from that? That shit is disgusting. Not disgusting in the sense that it ain't normal to have attraction for people. But this is another thing that's been fucking up my communities, is people always prioritize their sexual desires and their lust. They always prioritize that over the pure humanity vision. Humanity. You can't just be part of something and make friends with people and focus on the vision. You can't focus on that. Why it always gotta be about sex? That be the energy that fucks shit up too. Because soon as you get into these lustful connections with people, now you're responsible for how that relationship goes, right? So what happens is this. People are so set on prioritizing finding a mate This has become most people's life vision or part of their life dream. I want to find the one. I want to find my soulmate. I want to find somebody I could be with forever. Oh, fucking Disney ass bullshit, man. Oh, I want to find my mate. I want to find my mate. I don't want to be alone. Bitch, if you had a community, you would never be alone. If you prioritized something bigger than that selfish ass bullshit, then you wouldn't be alone. No, I want to find somebody I can fuck. Okay, so then let's say you and somebody in my community end up having sex. And now y'all have some type of personal relationship, because that's always been a thing. In most of my communities, I've seen people connect on a closer level and then they develop some type of intimate bond. I don't get in the way of none of that. I'm not cock blocking. I know it's a natural thing to desire the opposite sex. And although people call my communities family, we not blood related. This ain't legit no family. So if you got an attraction, cool. You want to act on it. You grown, do what the fuck you want to do. I'm thinking, okay, they're still going to know that they're part of something bigger than that, and they'll prioritize the community. No, because soon as you and that person not on the same page anymore, and now y'all break up or some kind of messy split, or y'all not seeing eye to eye, guess what? That energy bleeds over into the community, and then it's drama. Now you feel like you can't be around the community because it's that one person that you used to fuck that you don't want to fucking be around because you don't fuck with that motherfucker. So now you would rather avoid one person than to be part of a collective. Because we prioritizing these intimate bonds. We're too overly attached to that shit. It's fucking up our communities. Straight up, it is. Because that's all motherfuckers want to do, is you want to find something to fuck on. You want to be on a dating app. You want to find somebody you can go on a date with. Fuck dating. Fuck a date. Y'all motherfuckers date too goddamn much. How many fucking dates do you need? God damn. Motherfuckers still 30s and over, still trying to fucking date. And never learned how to be somebody's friend for real. How the fuck you gonna find a damn mate? You don't even know how to prioritize a person. Everything is lust. Oh, they gotta be this site. They gotta look like this. They gotta do this and that. They gotta that. And I can't be with somebody if they don't look like this. Man, bitch, you don't even look good enough to be having all these physical preferences. Yeah, this is gonna be a good segue into this bald-headed shit, because honestly, I feel like I want to segue into that right now after making that point about the whole looks and how that's a very big key part of how communities get fucked up, prioritizing all this surface level bullshit. It's like motherfuckers just don't fucking get it. Y'all be passionate about all the fucking wrong shit. God damn. Like, how wet do you want your dick to be, sir? How many pussies do you want to dive in, bro? You done dived in some pussy. We get it. It feels good. Who gives a fuck? Like, god damn. I'm about to just be horny. Your whole goddamn life just want a damn hump on some shit. Damn, that's why everything's hypersexualized and people look at sex the way that they do, because motherfuckers ain't got no damn discipline. It's like, y'all can't be disciplined for shit. Like, god damn. In order to really build, you gotta be disciplined. There's no fucking discipline. You ain't got no penis discipline, bro. And the women ain't got no discipline either. Cause it be women that's part of my community that really want to fuck me. Like, they really want to get with me. And when I'm not giving them that energy, it's a problem. So now I can't even fully focus on the goddamn mission because this weird ass motherfucker in the community want to fuck, and we got some kind of weird ass sexual tension going on, and now she fucking mad because she ain't getting. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Weird ass fucking energy. This is the type of shit I be dealing with. Be weird ass fucking energy, man. Tired of this shit. Everybody want a goddamn. Man, y'all fucking That's what I mean. This is the disgust I'm talking about. This is the disgust. This is where I'm at with humanity right now. I'm disgusted. After 15 years of pouring into y'all, I'm disgusted. I've gotten to the point where I'm fucking disgusted. Because y'all want to focus on all the wrong shit. Everything about, oh, I want to get a nut. Man, fuck your goddamn orgasm. Y'all don't even be good at sex. A lot of y'all suck at sex anyway. You ain't got no fucking intimacy about you. There ain't no fucking passion about you. Motherfuckers just be wanting to get their rocks off. You don't know nothing about really connecting with a person's spirit. You don't know nothing about that. Y'all niggas just want to fuck. Goddamn dick get hard. You don't want to poke something. Oh, I want to fucking poke something. Shut the fuck up. Lame ass mother. Lame ass mother. And these are the kind of lame ass motherfuckers that be in my damn community fucking up the goddamn vision, man. Damn. So, all right, let me get to, so that kind of gives you like a synopsis of the kind of energy that I deal with and that I be trying to fight through when I'm trying to be on a pure mission and I'm just surrounded by fucking impure idiots. Motherfuckers just impure as a motherfucker. I'll be trying to cleanse they motherfucking ass. I'll be trying to put the love energy on them and put the cleansing energy on them, but the motherfuckers don't want to get clean. They want to be dirty their whole fucking life. Well, go fuck on something then, you hoe ass motherfucker. I don't give a shit. Go fuck something. That's all you're good at. And you ain't even good at that. You ain't good at that. You would think as much fucking as y'all doing, y'all would be porn stars, but you're not. You're fucking trash. But anyway, so it got to the point, okay, so I was running around a lot, right? This summer been real busy. I've been outside. I've been moving around, waving with a lot of people. And it got to the point where it started raining a lot outside. And something just happened where it was like a combination of the weather, but something else just made me want to sit still. So I started being more still. I wasn't going outside as much, and I had more time to just sit and observe what was going on in my community, which it didn't have to be anything in particular. I was just looking at the amount of people I had, and then I was paying attention that it was only a select few that I knew were there, and they were always interactive. You know, they show up to shit. They show genuine interest without me having to tell them. This is what I mean by, like, they tell people that, oh, you got to set expectations. You got to teach people how to treat you. Only if you around a motherfucker that don't already love you and don't already understand what the fuck. Like, anybody that's really supposed to be around, you ain't got to teach the motherfucker how to damn treat you. They're just going to fucking love you. It's not fucking rocket science. It's not rocket science. When you have genuine interest in something, in somebody, it's a very simple thing that happens. You know what you do? You prioritize learning whatever it is you're a part of, whether it's a community, a person you're trying to date, whatever the fuck it is. When you truly love, your only goal is to learn this thing or this person to the point where you can give that person what they need. So if your daily goal is to learn a person, then you're gonna naturally know what to do, right? This is going to be nothing to guess about. You're observing. You're seeing what the fuck they do, what they like. So you know how to add. You genuinely fuck with the person or the thing or the idea. So this is what happens when I bring people into my community. Some people, they hear the vision, they see what I'm building, and they get it because they're the type of person that really understands and they value it. So I don't have to tell them what to do. They're doing exactly what I want them to do, which is contribute to the vision. Come to the community, show who you are. I'm leading by example. So anything that I expect from people, I'm already being an extension of that myself. So anybody that's interested in helping me, all you would have to do is observe. That's all you would have to do is observe me. That's when I got to the point where I had to look at my community, and it was like only 10%. It was damn near only 10% of the people of the almost 100 that was really feeding into the community. And the rest, some of them was like half. Some of them was like, I kind of knew that they supported, but then like some people I had to wonder about because they get to these weird points where you feel like you can't openly communicate with a person. Y'all may have had like a miscommunication at some point. So now it's got to this awkward place in the relationship where you kind of are distant, but it ain't no beef, but it's just kind of like this. It just started to weigh on me when I really started to look at my community. So I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I really got to do something. I have to change this. I have to change it. And the only way to change things is to detach from things that are hard to detach from. So what I had to do is I literally rose hell in my own community. And I addressed what the fuck was going on head on. And whoever kind of caught that energy just had to catch it on that particular day. It wasn't that I was trying to be cruel. I was just trying to be direct. And people have a problem when you are direct about some shit, especially in a community environment where it's like other people are involved and people are looking. I didn't give a fuck. I said, this is my community. I need to get to the bottom of it. I need to fucking know who's here for me and who's not. But deep down, I already knew who needed to leave. I already knew the people that I needed to keep. But instead of just randomly doing it, I needed to make sure. I needed to see. So I brought the shit to the table and it just confirmed, man, clean house, bro. Just because you love people, that don't mean you got to stay attached. That'd be the main thing holding a lot of y'all back. You use this love thing as an excuse to stay attached to the wrong people and the wrong ideas. And you spend your whole life attached to some bullshit and you wonder why you can't progress. You can't grow to the next level because you're holding on. Why? Because you're scared to let go. It hurts to let go. I'm going to tell you that. Because I had to break up, essentially. I broke up with about 80 people. But I only reached out to the key people that I knew had some type of interaction in the community, people that I dealt with personally, people that I really knew I needed to reach out to and let them know what happened or what I'm deciding to do for my community. And I'm deciding I got to let y'all go. I can't let y'all just be in my community like that anymore. I can't. I love you, but I got to detach because the vision that I have, everybody's not completely on board. Like I have a social movement. So I had to get to a point where I'm like, I had to accept that there is a specific type of person that I need. I'm not looking for everybody. Everybody can't support my vision. Everybody does not want to socialize. You have to want to talk to people. You got to want to get to know people. Yes. And what I know is majority of people be like, man, I don't like people. I like my circle small and all this bullshit that's been pushed into your DNA. It's like it's part of you, but it ain't really you. You could decide to be somebody different. This is leading me up to the bald head. Hold tight. I'm gonna go in on the bald head. So it's like, man, I got so much to fucking say, man. This is 15 years of investing in something. Imagine that. It's like, I'm pretty sure this is how people feel when they divorce from somebody they've been married to for a long time. It's almost like you feel like all that time was for nothing, but it's not. The 15 years I spent building these communities and genuinely trying to build something for people and prioritizing them before myself and my own talents and things that could help me get further. I don't regret doing any of it. I did it from the heart. I did it because I genuinely believed that I could do what I was doing. Like I really believed that I could bring the love out of people. I really believed that no matter who you were, I could get y'all to connect. And as long as my energy is attached to it, I can make this shit work with y'all without having to really be too strict or like, but no, I got to the point where I'm like, fuck, I'm tired of people being connected to me that genuinely, they don't fully respect me. They don't fully understand what I'm building. And I don't want to keep forcing people to be like slick, forcing people to be part of some shit that they don't really understand or they don't get. And I got tired of the fake energy. It'd be a lot of like, y'all got to stop fake supporting people that you love. Like if you ain't 100% behind a person, because just because you support a person, you ain't going 100% be behind them all the time. Like if you know in your heart, you don't 100% understand what a person is trying to build, and you know you ain't 100% on it with them, it's better to be honest with the people you love than to just try and give them fake love. The fake love ends up, that shit will bubble over into some bullshit later on. So that's one thing we never respect. We don't respect the fake energy. And what I realized is that in me bringing these people together and putting my personal feelings aside, because it's a lot of people that I don't like. It's always been people that's part of my community that I don't really like. Like if it wasn't for the big picture vision, I wouldn't deal with y'all on a close level. That's the sacrifice. You know how they say when you're in a marriage, it get to a point in the marriage where y'all really can't stand each other's guts. Y'all might not even make each other happy anymore. But because you value the union, you stay with the person and you don't leave just over your personal feelings. That's what I mean. When you're connected to a big picture vision, you have to see the value outside of how you personally feel about some shit. So that's what I've constantly done, not with one person, but with a community full of motherfuckers. Imagine being around all these different personalities, right? And I'm getting to know every single personality. And there might be multiple personalities that I really don't fuck with for real. But I'm having to sit in it. I'm having to sit in it and deal with the weight that comes with constantly seeing this motherfucker that I really don't like. But I still have to love them because I do. I love the people that I don't like. I do. I'm not so caught up in my own feeling that I can't love from outside of my own personal idea of how I feel about a person. We all got our fucking flaws. I'm not stupid. I know it's people that don't really fuck with me. I know it was people in my community that really don't respect me. They don't really like how I run my shit. They don't really understand the vision. They don't get the importance of socializing. They don't want to socialize. They feel like it's a waste of time. And anytime my communities are running, I run a very free-spirited community where you can be who you are. We talk about anything. We talk about the most vulnerable topics you could think of. And there's no judgment. We talk about everything. Every fucking thing. It gets random as fuck. It gets nasty. Motherfuckers can really reveal all of their inner thoughts that they never let out, and they could just say it. That scares a lot of people. They're not used to being part of a community like that. So immediately I can see the people that don't really fuck with that energy because it's like, damn, this is too much for me. And that's majority of people. My energy and the climate that I create is too much for a lot of you. Which is insane to me because we all grown and the topics we cover, it ain't like the shit is something that you ain't never fucking heard before. It's just everybody's not comfortable being that vulnerable. So when you got that kind of energy in the community, which I had that, it was people that was halfway supporting, but I knew that deep down they didn't fully fuck with it. It wasn't fully the energy. And some of these people actually expressed it, which I respect. Some of these people really express, man, I can't be in the chat all the time. Y'all be in there going on random shit. I ain't got time to be talking about all that shit. So imagine having that kind of energy in your community. But those people are still getting what they want from the community. I'm still allowing them to come in and do what they want to do, maybe promote themselves or whenever they felt moved to come in, which is usually when they're ready to promote something. That's another thing, like communities turn into that. They turn into a promoting ground where everybody's just trying to get what they want from it. So now you got a community full of people that's not really focused on getting to know each other. They're all just looking to promote their own content, promote their own fucking business. And how the fuck we gonna really build and everybody's only focused on themselves? This is the shit that I be trying to get people to understand and they don't fucking get it. And then that's why I got to the point where I'm fucking tired. Because it's like, God damn. Like how many ways I gotta spell it out? Do I really gotta spell it out? I really gotta why don't y'all get that socializing is important? Not socializing to get something, not talking to try and get to a sale. I'm just being like genuine human connection. This human and this human are talking with the primary goal to just get to know each other. That's it. Just listen to each other and get to know each other and just build a real intimate bond with this person. That has nothing to do with getting sex or getting money. Seem to be the only two things y'all motherfuckers value about some shit. That's the only time y'all really are moved to talk. When it's about some money and when it's about some fucking. So again, It got to the point where I had to clean house. And I broke up with about 30, it had to be 30 people I personally messaged and had to send like a breakup message. I know everybody tuned in has probably been through a breakup, and you know the emotional weight that comes with breaking up with a person. I had that with about, I know 20 plus people. It had to be probably 30. These are people that I love. And I had to tell them that you can't be part of the community that's probably giving them some good energy, something that they value and they've supported. I had to tell them, man, you can't be part of this. I need something else. It's another energy that I'm building, and you're not a good fit. You're just not a good fit. And this was the start of me breaking up with my dream that I've had since 21 years old of changing the world and loving on the world. This is something big for me. Breaking up with a dream. Any of y'all ever had a dream? Some of y'all are probably all like, you have a dream and you're pursuing your dream right now. Imagine giving up your biggest dream. This has been my biggest dream. I prioritized it over the music. My only dream, my main dream, was to bring the love out of people. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to bring the love out of people by providing a community where people can be who they are and meet each other comfortably. Because I see so many of y'all that complain about not being able to meet people and you're antisocial, but you want to connect. But majority of the people that I see, it goes back to this selfish desire to find a mate. It ain't nothing to do with community. So I had to have the realization, these people don't have the same goals as me. They don't have the same mind or the same vision. They don't care about humanity the way that I do. I had to accept that. They don't give a fuck. They're too focused on their own issues and their own life and their own desires to give a fuck about this big macro vision that I have. Most people are micro-minded. Most people are concerned with what's happening around them, things that are just affecting their immediate life. 15 years, I've been focused on a macro vision where I'm like sacrificing the stuff that's in my micro life because I'm fighting for something bigger that I know will help not only me and my micro situation, but so many people's situation. Because time and time again, we always hear people say, people got to come together. We can't do nothing alone. Humanity got to come together. But when I give you the platform to come together, you don't know what to do with it. Or you're just afraid of it. Everybody want to look at it like it's a cult. You know how many times people done called me, oh, you a cult leader. Oh, you running a cult. Shout out to Reg. Shout out to my bro Reg, who put me on to the fact that cult is just short for culture. There's nothing weird about being a cult leader. Anything that's a community is a fucking cult. If you're part of the United States of America, the United States is a cult. It's totally a cult. Every country is a cult. Every religion is a cult. There's nothing weird about culture. There's nothing weird about people coming together for a common vision. That's all people do. We put out our ideas and like-minded people come together and we build that idea together. That's what a cult is, people. Stop making the shit sound like it's fucking weird or it's something to be scared of. God damn, y'all fucking annoying. So yeah, 15 years of people, putting that stupid ass label on me like I'm doing something that's so off the fucking wall. Like you ain't never seen people come together for a common vision. It's just so weird. Oh. Like, what the fuck? So it got to the point I had to break up with 20 plus people and I cried. It was like breaking up. I had to break up with not only these people, but I had to break up with this dream that I felt like I could include everybody. And that hurt me. It hurt me to realize and to finally accept that I cannot help all of you. All of you are not equipped to join me on this mission. Some of you are going to have to just watch from a distance. Maybe later in life, when you get it, you could be part of it and understand the energy that it takes to be part of something like that. But right now, it's just like, it's too much work trying to get people to understand the value of human connection, simple human connection. that is the thing that's going to heal everybody. And not just the connection on the level that y'all connect, because it'd be a lot of surface level shit. I'm talking about really vulnerable. I'm talking about really letting people see your soul, opening up about your trauma, opening up about your flaws, letting people see the real you, like what I do. That's what's going to heal everybody. But people so fucking scared to do that. It's like, it's impossible. And I can't make people do it. It's like, okay, somebody, you might be by a pool, right? And you know how to swim. So I'm the person that knows how to swim, right? I'm like the expert at the swimming. And then I see all these people that I know they want to swim. I know they want to swim. They're just scared to swim. So here I'm in the pool, right? And I'm just like, I'm flowing through that bitch. I'm going under the water. I'm going above the water. I'm doing my motherfucking stroke. I'm doing the backstroke, butterfly stroke, whatever stroke you could goddamn think of. I'm doing that shit. And hey, it's all right, y'all. It's safe. I'm here. Y'all can jump in the pool. I can teach you how to do this shit. And then most of the people, they just on the edge of the pool looking at me like they still hesitant. They're like, they might have one toe in. They're not fully jumping in with me. And it's like, I can't make people want to swim. So I had to free myself of that. But that was something very hard to let go of because I believed in it for so long. It's like religion. Any of y'all ever got connected or are currently connected to a religion? Imagine getting to a point, if you haven't already, you get to a point where you have to assess this belief or this thing that has become part of your daily thought or perspective on life. Imagine getting to a day where you just have to let all that go after all the years of believing in that thing and investing in that thing and having faith in that thing. I've put my faith in humanity. I'm not a religious man. I'm a man of true love. I care about humans, and I believe that humans can be better. I believe we could be better to each other. We can love better. We can better ourselves. We can be more accountable. We can grow. We can progress. We can decide to be better people. I know that because I'm doing that. If I can evolve and be a better person, anybody can do this shit. You just have to want to do it. So I got tired of wanting people to do that, and they don't really want to do it. And in my mind, it wasn't making sense because these same people, I could see them suffering and they're sick and they're refusing to do the one thing that's going to make them better, which is to change, detach from shit that's not making you better, that's not pushing you forward. That's something I've never struggled with. And that brings me to the bald head and me narrowing down a community that was close to 100 to now it's only 15 people that's officially part of the wave movement. And these people I know have the right energy. So I'm no longer worried about reaching the world. I don't give a fuck about saving the world anymore. I've invested enough of my time and my energy and my love to people that honestly just didn't deserve the time or energy because they didn't appreciate it. They didn't know what to do with it. They used it. That's all they did. And these same people will be very judgmental. These same people will be judgmental after you've poured into them. And after going through that, because I've been through this before. This ain't the first time I felt this way. Sometimes you got to experience something multiple times in order to really get it. One thing about it, I know that I managed every one of my communities different. Every time it was slightly different from the last. So this particular one, it was slightly different. But this was the last time. I'm never going to have this feeling again. Ever. Because I've gotten rid of that delusional dream that I could really bring the best out of y'all. Like I can love you into being a better you. No, I can't. How the fuck I'm gonna love you into being a better you and you don't even love yourself in that kind of way? I can't teach nobody how to love theyself more. Could nobody teach me how to do what I did yesterday? Or was it? Yeah, July 31st. Let's get to the bald head. So this is a season of detachment. I had to detach from over 80 people in my movement. and I had to deal with the whatever the response was. Some people responded well, some people responded bad. I got into some type of heated conversation with some people. Some people wasn't fucking with it. Some people I didn't reach out to, and some of them might be feeling some type of way. I don't know. I didn't have time to reach out to every single person. I reached out to the people that I felt were key people that really were part of it, and spent a good amount of time, and out of respect I wanted to tell them what was going on. Some people had some words for me, and I had to sit there and take that from multiple people. I had to deal with whatever their response was going to be to it. Some people felt like, oh, I feel like you're making the wrong choice, and I really invested in you. And, I know humans are humans. They don't like to get kicked out of shit. But honestly, I be doing people a favor. I be doing people the favor that they don't do for themselves. They don't know how to detach from shit. Y'all stay attached for too long. I'm not an exception. Some of y'all have stayed attached to me for too long, knowing that I really wasn't your cup of tea for real. Knowing that you wasn't fully on board. Now you forcing me in a situation where I gotta fucking get, like, goddamn. And the person that knows how to detach is always looked at as the bad guy. So that's one thing I can accept. When I get to the point where I know I have to detach from whatever the fuck it is and whoever it is, I will be the villain to whoever. I will be the villain. So I will sacrifice myself for so long, but when it gets to the point where I know I got to take care of me, I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I don't give a fuck if you hate me for the rest of this damn life. I don't care. I don't. I will be the bad guy in your story. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's the level you got to get to with anybody. And I've gotten to that point with family. I've gotten to that point with any fucking body, close friends. I don't care. I don't care how anybody feels when I get to the point where I got to do something for me. And that's when people show their true colors. People will always love you when you're being of use to them. Soon as you make a decision for yourself, and you could do it with the utmost respect, because I didn't do anything in a disrespectful way. You could do it in the most respectful way possible. And these people will still feel a way about you. That's when people show how selfish they are. If you can't be happy for another person's decision that is in line with their growth, true love is selfless. Not in the sense of how I've been loving people, where everybody thinks this selfless love is about what you can give to people outside of just yourself. Like, if I can give, if I can sacrifice me and help another person, then that's love. No. True love is, who are you when somebody that you love does something for them that does not include you? Can you love them through that? Most of you can't. And that's why you don't really know what love is for real. If you can't be happy for another person's individual decision for their own happiness, without you feeling some type of way about it, you taking it personal, you feeling all attacked, or you feeling left out, or you feeling jealous, or you feeling envious, or you feeling all these bullshit emotions that are selfish because you have this expectation of how another person's supposed to be moving with you. That's the shit where people reveal that they're not really loving. They're not loving properly. They're not. I haven't been loving properly because I've been too selfless in the way I'm trying to bring something out of people. I didn't know that I had that much of an expectation, but I do. I have the expectation of, like, what I'm building, you have to be on board with how I'm thinking and moving. So when I saw how many people that weren't fully on that, I had to let go. I cried about it. Detaching is not hard. You're going to be sad. It's a tough thing to do. But this is a necessary part. Now, a lot of people, they'll detach, but they'll keep the energy focused on whoever or whatever they're detaching from, and then they'll turn that person into the bad guy. Nobody's the bad guy in my story. I might feel some type of way about how certain people are maybe dealing with situations with me. I know when I've been misused or abused. So, I have those opinions, but at the end of the day, it always comes back to self. So when you have a healthy amount of self accountability, the ultimate lesson always comes with, what am I going to change at this moment? What did I learn at this moment? What do I have to let go of within me? I'm letting go of the wrong people. Now, what do I have to let go within myself? I had to let the dream die. That's the thing that really made me cry more than the people that I let go. Because those people are still alive on the planet. Like, just because they're not close members of the community or they're not members of the wave movement, I don't mean I can't still be friends with these people. But people have a hard time with change. I don't. So this whole season has just been change. It's been a lot of change. I'm going to be a lot more strict about who gets into the movement and how that looks. It's going to be a free community. I ain't doing the money shit no more. I'm tired of the fucking money being tied to things that are humane, because I'm not ever going to prioritize money when it comes to my mission for humanity. So I had to get to the point where, okay, I thought I would be able to turn my community mission into my breadwinner, but I can't. So now I'm at the point now, I'm just diving back into my music. I'm so excited to really be back into just the energy of me, the thing that really sparked my first community that I got away from. I never stopped making music altogether, but I wasn't making the amount of music that I know I could make because I was focused on doing other shit. Helping people, putting light on people, building with people, trying to do the collective thing. I don't want to be the one that everybody wants to look at the person make it and cheer on from the sideline. I never wanted cheerleaders. I don't need cheerleaders. I don't want fucking cheerleaders. I don't want sideline people. I don't. But I had to accept this is my life to walk. Some people are meant to be in a position to have people rooting them on. Like, I'm one of those people that if I really walk in my own light, it's going to be a lot of people that like are inspired by that. And it's not necessarily that they supposed to be right next to me, walking with me on my path, because it's my path. They might not think the way that I think. Maybe I can inspire them to be better. I've inspired a lot of people. I'm always inspiring people. I just wanted a closer I wanted a intimate type of experience. But this world is not built in a way it makes it very hard. It's hard to build community in a money-centered world. It just is. It's like so many things that are dividing us. And that's the part that's been frustrating, but I've accepted it. I finally accepted. I am detaching and accepting what is. That's what peace looks like. This is what peace looks like. So let me tell you what happened with the bald head. So yesterday, I'm in my apartment and it was a regular day. I hadn't shaved in a while. I needed to shave my sides because I had like the long hair on the top for a while. So I go in the bathroom and I'm doing my hygiene and I cut the sides of my hair, right? All right, boom. I got the sides shaved up. So then after I do that, I edge up my facial hair. And if you're not a man, for all the women in here, when men shave our hair or like edge our hair up, it's a very spiritual thing for a man to groom his hair. Especially like facial hair, anything really that has to do with appearance. We're going to let's really talk about the visual now. Because it's a spiritual thing that goes on when it comes to how you groom yourself and how you want to look. So I've had a particular attachment to having hair. I have cut my hair before. I cut my hair. First time I really cut my hair low was 2013. Because I had long hair from, I want to say 6th grade is when I started growing my hair. 7th grade, I had braids. And I had long hair from that time, like early middle school, all the way through college. And I didn't cut my hair until 2013. It was the semester of my graduation. So that was 7th grade all the way through being age 25. So that was over a decade of having long hair, and it became part of my identity. It's like the hair was just part of me. And I remember one day I just got to the point where I got tired of it and I wanted to cut it. This is at 25 years old. I said, man, I'm going to the barbershop. I'm going to just get a low cut. So that was the first time I did it. And I remember I came to the internet and showed people the new hair. It was the same reaction y'all had to this. It wasn't as extreme because I didn't go straight bald the first time I cut it. It was a low cut and I had a little fade. So, it was like a little low cut phase. But people were shocked. It was all type of responses. Some people was mad. We're going to get into that. Because I want to look at some of these responses. It's interesting. I'm a people watcher. I observe human behavior. And it's just interesting to me how people respond to certain shit, especially when it comes to appearance. And it exposes a lot of insecurities in humanity that we care too much about how the fuck we look. So let's get back to the bald head. So, all right, I'm in the bathroom. I shaved the sides of my head as usual. I got the long hair on top. I get to my facial hair. I'm edging up my facial hair, like I was starting to let my goatee grow back in. So I was like, I'm just edging this up, edging that up. I was letting this grow too. I can't grow a full beard, but I've been noticing now I can grow like more hair right here. So I've just been letting that grow and it kind of looked like I got a little chin strap on that motherfucker. I was like feeling myself like, I slit got a beard, bitch. You can't tell me shit. I'm gonna just let that shit do what it's doing, motherfucker. Oh shit. But yeah, this particular time I'm in the bathroom, I'm just really wanting to groom myself. So I'm like, man, I've been letting this shit grow and I don't want that shit no more. So I just boom, took that hair off. So now I'm back to, just the goatee. So I'm edging this up and my chin hair grows out pretty long. So like sometimes I just like to let that shit grow long. I'm in the mirror and I'm like, I don't want this shit long no more. So I just started kind of slowly taking this down. Not the first time I've done that. I've taken my chin hair down to like, right at my chin level. So I'm like, all right, I'm taking it down, edging it up. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, I didn't like how it was looking. Something about it just wasn't sitting in my spirit. I'm like, man, I want to take it down further. Something just was in me. I'm like I'm telling you, I'm in this season of detachment. All this shit it was not pre-calculated what I did. In every moment in my life, I listen to my spirit. I listen to it. Sometimes your spirit will tell you some shit that you don't want to do. It's the thing, y'all be fighting against what your spirit telling you. Your spirit don't give a fuck how you feel. It's trying to guide you in the direction you need to go. And you'll fuck yourself up by listening to your fear, listening to the feelings. So again, I'm not scared to like take my chin hair down low. So I take it down lower. And then it got low and I was looking at my face and I'm like, man, I really just don't like how this shit looking. It's the first time I was ever looking at this shit like I really just don't like how this shit looking. Now, this is a vulnerable moment. I have always had a fear of how my face would look without any facial hair. I have not seen myself without facial hair since high school. I started to first grow a mustache. My mustache really started coming in at senior year of high school. If you look at my senior pic, you could see this skinny ass pencil mustache. I really was feeling myself. I felt like a man. It's another thing about being a man. Like as boys get older and we start to grow that facial hair, it makes us feel more connected to our manhood. So a lot of men are afraid of what they would look like without that beard or without that facial hair. This is facts. They ain't gonna admit it, but I'm gonna be real with you. I was scared for years. I always said I'm never cutting my fucking facial hair. I'll trim it. I'll take it down low, but I will never just straight cut my shit off because I had the fear that I would look like I wouldn't like how I looked. I had the fear of, man, I'm going to look ugly without the damn facial. I'm going to look funny as a bitch. I didn't want to see that version of me. So I just always kept the facial hair. I never was moved to cut it. The thing that made me cut it yesterday is because, again, I detached from the most precious dream that I've been holding on to for 15 years. So if I could let that go, what the fuck is this? See what I'm saying? Like, so it was probably something in me before that wanted to cut it, but I was scared of how I would look, so I held on to it. This particular time of my life, I didn't give a fuck. I'm going through a spiritual death. Everything can die. I don't give a damn. And when I cut it, I was expecting not to like it. I was expecting to look in the mirror and be like, yo, this shit look crazy as fuck. I look ugly. Most of y'all have a fear of looking ugly. Most people, I would say majority, a vast majority, damn near 100% of the human population is scared of looking ugly. And this shit starts from when you're young. This shit starts from a very young age when these little kids be roasting on each other and pointing out every flaw in each other. It starts from that age because you start to realize, oh, it's parts of me that are not pretty. It's parts of me that people don't like. Oh, damn. And then you look at yourself and then you don't even like certain parts of yourself. And you just think this shit is ugly or that shit is ugly. So it fucks with your confidence when you can't embrace the ugly parts of you. It does. And I see this constantly with people, no matter what age. And the older people are actually not old as in like senior citizen old, but I just mean like my age, grown people, 30s and up. People are afraid of they're afraid of the things that make them feel ugly or their imperfections. They don't embrace their imperfections. Shout out to Allison and Chanel. Hey, if you still tuned in, type of wave, I'll give you a shout out. I see y'all. It's going to get more interactive. I appreciate y'all listening. I got a lot to say. So, all right. So I'm in the mirror and it got to the point. Shout out to my cousin Sadea. What's up, Sadea? So look, I'm in the fucking mirror cutting my facial hair. And it got to the point where I was edging my mustache up and I really just did not like how everything was looking. And I said, fuck it. Today I'm going to face my fear and I'm going to shave my entire face. And I don't give a fuck if it's ugly. I don't give a damn if I shave the hair and I look at my face and I don't like it. I want it to not like it. I wanted to look at myself and not like it because I've been like, it goes back to that dream I was attached to and how I had to assess myself. And I was like, man, how dare I hold on this long to a dream thinking that I could change people and force a change into people in 15 years of sacrificing myself when I could have been pouring into me. It's a frustration that comes when you evolve. When you know what you know, you only know what you know. So it's not about being hard on yourself, but when you finally get it, there is a moment where you just want to die. I've wanted to die multiple times. And every time I wanted to die, I killed myself. Not literally, but I would kill myself in some kind of way. And the best way to kill yourself without killing yourself is changing how you look. That's why most people, when they go through a breakup, you'll see them glow up. You'll see them change their hair. You'll see them become a whole nother person. They start going out. They start doing all type of shit. They become a different person. It's like they're killing their old self. I do it through like the way I look. I've done this multiple times. When I was in Florida, I dyed my hair blonde. Y'all seen when I was in Florida and I went from my normal dark brown long hair and next thing you know, I popped up on the internet with this bright blonde hair. That was, again, I don't be forcing the shit. I don't be forcing the change. Somebody happened to hit me up during the time I was in Florida doing the wave. He happened to be a hairstylist and he was like, hey, if you ever need like some color or something, and I'm like, boom. If he would have asked me at any other moment in my life, I probably would have been like, nah, I'm not ready to change the color of my hair. That's probably going to look crazy. And what did I do? I dyed my hair the most bright color blonde. I was actually trying to go platinum. I wanted my hair to be like as close to white. I wanted my shit to be white. But we couldn't get it up there because it was too many shades to go up. And I still wanted to have somewhat of like some healthy hair. I didn't want to burn my shit. But I was ready to just die. I had just got out of a breakup then. I was with a woman that I loved and I was still healing from that. So the way I heal is just by changing. You heal by evolving. You have to kill yourself. You got to face your fears. That's the best way to change, is to do things that you never was doing out of fear. But then when you go through pain, it makes you want to, it should make you want to go toward the shit that you wasn't doing. Because if you've experienced this kind of pain, why not face your fears, your inner fears? Become a better person. This is how you take pain and turn it into something productive for yourself. You don't let it out on other people. You don't get mad at the world. You get mad at yourself and you change yourself and you just like, man, I'm tired of being this same person. I want to be somebody different. This is probably my 4th spiritual death. I'm not going to go into all the other ones right now because I want to stay on the bald head. So I'm in the mirror. I cut all my facial hair off and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, damn, man, I'm looking at my lip. When you are so used to seeing a mustache on your top lip, you know, it's like I didn't notice how much space was between the top lip and the nose. So when I first saw this top part of my lip, I'm like, man, that shit look crazy as fuck. Like I actually looked at myself and was like, man, I look ugly. And I'm not used to that. I've always looked at myself and thought, damn, you're attractive. I've never once in my life looked at myself and thought, damn, you look a little ugly. This was the first time I was faced with that just by taking the facial hair off. I looked at my mouth area and I'm like, man, this shit, I don't like that shit. I'm looking I don't like how that looks to me. A lot of y'all are not brave enough to face that fear. You don't want to look at yourself and not like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get to the point where you don't give a fuck how you look at yourself, that's when you know you've let go of a lot of this bullshit. We care about too much of the wrong shit. Why the fuck would I care if I like how I look or not? Who the fuck cares? Really? Who fucking cares? I know I look good with long hair. All right, so look. I took all the facial hair off, right? So now, what happened was, I was done shaving, and I did the sides, so it was time for me to get in the shower, right? But I had my hair up in a ponytail. So what I did, I pulled my rubber band off, right? And when I pulled the rubber band off, this ain't the first time this happened. Pulled the rubber band off, and a chunk of hair came out in the rubber band. And I've been seeing this shit happening over and over. Like my hair just been falling out more than I'm used to seeing it fall out. Again, I've had my hair colored a few times. That was new for me. And I think just all the different processings and the colorings, it was making that part of my hair weak. Like it damaged my hair. So this particular time, again, this ain't the first time I done seen hair come out in a rubber band. But this particular time, because I'm where I'm at now with this detaching, I'm looking at the rubber band and then I looked at my hair and I'm like, man, I want to cut all the color part of my hair off. So I got the fucking hair out of the rubber band. I got my scissors from the kitchen and I just started cutting all the light brown parts of my hair. I just cut the shit off and I was recording it and sending it to my wave chat. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So I'm cutting that shit. I didn't give a fuck if it was even. I didn't give a fuck if it was a good cut. I didn't give a shit. I didn't care how it looked. I just wanted it off. I knew it was unhealthy. I was tired of seeing my shit fall out and I wasn't fucking with how it was looking. Everything was just turning me off about how I was looking. The shit that I was attached to for so many years of this particular look, it wasn't looking good to me no more. It wasn't feeling right to me anymore. So I just fucking started cutting the shit. Get this shit the fuck out of here. So then I got my hair down to just the dark, natural color of my hair, right? Now I'm thinking I was going to stop when I got to the dark part, and then I was going to figure out what I was going to do with that hair. And I was thinking that, okay, maybe I could just get it to that part and let that part grow out. And then I can just let my real hair grow out. I can keep my fade, not my fade, but like my bald edges. And then I can just let the natural hair grow back again. That was the plan. That was what I wasn't planning on cutting everything off. This is what I'm saying. So look, I got to the black part, or not the black, the dark brown part. I'm looking in the mirror and I looked like fucking Kid from Kid and Play with the fucking high top fade, the high top box fucking head. And I'm like, I look like a little ass boy. What the fuck is this? Like, I know I hadn't washed my hair yet, so it was just kind of standing up because I had it in a ponytail, so it was really kind of straight. It didn't curl up. Like my hair is naturally curly. So if I would have took a shower, it would have just curled, it would have curled down, and I would have had like a little, you know what I'm saying? I would have had like a little short, little fucking dark brown curly fro with the damn shaved sides on that bitch. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would have had that shit. But I'm like, do I really want to? Yes, Kid from Kid and Play. That's who the fuck I was looking like in the mirror. And I'm like, I don't like this fucking shit. I look like somebody's 1980s fucking son, teenage son. I'm getting tired of this stupid ass shit. Fucking silly ass haircut. Get this fucking shit out of here. And I was thinking to go to maybe one of my friends that does hair, like a barber, and let him kind of like shape my shit up. But I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna get it shaped up? I already got all the sides skint. Shout out to my bro Phil. I was gonna go to Phil. Y'all see the Williams Phillip in the chat. He's a barber. You was on my mind, bro. Like when I cut my shit and I cut it low, I was like, if I really don't really like how it's looking, I'm gonna go to my bro Phil and I'm gonna let him just like kind of, you know, do whatever he do with it. Let him kind of like, you know, tighten it up or give it some type of shape. So that was an option in my mind. You could go to your bro Phil and let him do something with the shit. So I'm in the motherfucking mirror looking at this shit and everything is just disgusting to me. I have never been this disgusted with every fucking thing. Oh man, I'm just embracing it all. I'm embracing it all. I'm just like, fuck everything. I love it. I'm tired of caring. I'm tired of caring about motherfuckers more than I care about me. And then it shifted from that. I'm tired of caring about all this shit that I care about individually and personally and internally that really don't hold no fucking value. Who gives a fuck if I look cool with a damn mustache and a beard? Yeah, I look sexy as fuck with my facial hair. So get that shit the fuck out of here. Yeah, I can grow long hair. I have long, luxurious hair. Women have always been jealous of my hair. They be looking at my hair like, man, I wish I could. They buy wigs that don't look better than my real hair. My hair is it's a fucking superpower, honestly. When I got the hair, it's like this thing. And I ain't gonna lie, there's an attachment that I have to the hair. Cause I know when I got the hair, that shit is a fucking dope look on me. Like I just look dope with hair. I got dope hair. It's just a fact. It's a motherfucking fact, bro. The hair, I just be, I be fucking feeling myself. You know, you look in the mirror and you love how you look. The hair does that for me. I be having the hair and I just like how that shit look. So this is how you know I'm at a different place in my life, because I looked at my hair and I said, fuck this shit. I don't like none of it. Get it the fuck out of here. So I got down to the natural color of my hair and I started cutting it lower and lower. Now in my mind, I was thinking to go bald. This was one of the thoughts on my mind. One of the thoughts was hit up my barber Phil, let him shape it up. The other thought was, why the fuck are you holding on to this shit, bro? You done shaved your face. You done cut all the color off. Why are you still holding on to the little bit that's left? This is another thing people have a problem just completely detaching. You ever broke up with a motherfucker, but you kind of still want to linger around in their life? You still kind of got their number. Y'all still kind of text each other every now and then. That's what this was. Just couldn't say fuck it completely. Just couldn't fully detach. I was trying to keep in we could still kind of be friends. We could still kind of be man, fuck your goddamn keeping in contact, bitch. This ain't that no more. Get the fuck out of here. So I looked in the mirror. I was like, it was a fear. It was a fear, but it was also curiosity, because I've always wondered what my head looked like. Like when you done had long hair for so much of your life, I don't even know what my fucking head looks like. Y'all ever wonder what your head look like? It's people in here that ain't never been bald headed before. I wasn't the only one. It's people in here right now You don't know what your fucking head looks like because you ain't never been bald. You don't know what your head looks like, and it's your head. You don't ever think about that shit? I've actually thought about that before I actually cut it yesterday. So I'm in the mirror and I'm like, well, if I did want to grow my hair back, I already got the sides shaved. So even if I did want to rock a low cut, that's another thing. Like if I did want to rock a low cut, I would have had to keep, like, I don't know, I could have let the sides grow back in and then like shape that up and then cut that to match that. But I wasn't even thinking about that, bro. I was just over the shit, man. Sometimes you get to a point in your life where you ain't trying to make sense of nothing. You just saying fuck everything. You got to get to that point. You have to get to the point in your life where you can look at the shit that you're attached to, things that you might love, people that you might love, and you got to understand, man, fuck that shit, bro. I loved it. I love you, but I don't fuck with you. Don't man, get the fuck out the way. You fucking with my goddamn growth. I don't give a damn how attached we are. If you're in the way of my evolution, you got to move. I have cleared out anybody in my life. Any and everybody could get this work. My cutoff game is crazy, bro. I will cut you the fuck off. I don't give a fuck. This is my life. I don't give a damn if you don't like me, bitch. I love me. I love me. If you can't relate to the kind of love I got for me, you don't even deserve it because you don't love yourself that way. Anybody that truly loves themselves, you're never going to have a problem with somebody else loving themselves, ever. So that's how I be knowing motherfuckers really don't be loving themselves. They don't. All right, so back to the fucking haircut. I'm in the mirror and I said, fuck it. I'm going to get over this fear of not having hair. And I really was curious to see how I look bald. I was curious, but I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. It was that feeling of fear in me. It was that feeling of fear. And I was like, damn, am I really about to shave all my fucking hair off? I was like, yo, I'm having a Britney Spears moment. I know how Britney Spears was feeling when she was like, fuck all these goddamn Disney motherfuckers, this Hollywood ass bullshit. All these motherfuckers wanting me to look like a certain fucking teeny bopper fucking princess, this Britney bitch. She was tired of that bullshit, man. She was like, fuck y'all, I'm shaving my goddamn head. I'm a rebel. That's the feeling of evolution. Britney Spears had a moment of evolution. That's all the shit be. It'd be like you get tired of holding on to this surface level shit that people care so much about, but it ain't really got no value. It ain't helping you spiritually. It's really keeping you stuck in some bullshit. It's keeping you stuck in some bullshit you don't need to be in. And that's why you gotta get rid of the shit. As scary as it is. So facing the fear felt good because I went into it. Again, same thing with the facial hair. I was not expecting to like how my head looked. I wanted, peep this. This is the level of don't give a fuck I have. And this is the level of don't give a fuck that y'all got to get to. I looked in the mirror and I said, I hope I don't like how my head looks. I hope I look ugly as fuck. I want it to look ugly. Because I got tired of telling myself the lie that it matters how I look. It matters that I look good. Why the fuck do I need to look good? Who the fuck am I trying to impress? I'm definitely not trying to impress y'all. I don't give a shit what y'all think about me. I don't give a fuck if you see the bald head and the fucking no facial hair and you think I look crazy as fuck. Fuck you, bitch. I don't give a shit. Bitch, you ain't even that cute your damn self. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What the? Man, I'll be ugly with you then. Fuck you, man. We could both be ugly. I'ma be ugly. I'm joining the ugly people clique. Fuck is you talking about, bitch? I don't give no fuck. We could, hey. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. Y'all be stuck to some bullshit. All right. So I'm looking in the mirror at my, okay, so look. So I'm at the shout out to Sean Richter. What's up, Sean? Shout out to Aylin. Shout out to Mendel. Shout out to Philip. Give no fucks. Yeah, give no fucks, bro. Hey, look. So I'm in the mirror. I did it in the most extreme way. I started straight from the front hairline and I just said, shout out to Rudolph. Hey, and I cut my shit all the way back to here just so I could see my head. And you know what I said when I saw my head? I seen my head and I was like, damn, I actually like how my head look. I got a good looking head. Wow. I got a good looking fucking head. Look at my head, yo. It's a good looking head. It ain't even like, it's kind of small. It's kind of small. You know, like when you done had hair, that's another thing. Hair hides a lot of the true size of your feet. It reshapes your head. So with having hair, it makes your head look bigger than what it is. So motherfuckers be saying I got a big head. Motherfuckers be goddamn talking about, man, your head big. You got a big ass head. Oh, you got a big ass head. Shut the fuck up, bitch. More than half of my head was hair. You don't even know what my head looked like. How could you say I got a big head with all this hair covering it, you dumb motherfucker? That's how I know people just be saying shit. All this time motherfuckers been talking about I got a big head. Look at my head. There's nothing big about my head. That shit is like a perfect fucking ball. I got a fucking ball on. Like, look at this shit. You know, I look like a light-skinned milk dud right now. Look at this shit. It's like a perfect little fucking... It's like a perfect round-ass milk dud. I ain't never seen my head before. Like, I ain't never been able to just touch my head. This shit cool as a motherfucker to me, bro. This shit cool as a bitch, though. But look, you know how some people got like a big hump in the back of their head? I ain't even got no hump in the back. Look, it's like a... It's just like a small, I got like a little small size. It fits my body. It just fits me. You know, you ever seen somebody with a big head and a small body? Like they head don't match their body. My head match my body. Like that shit crazy. Like, god damn. I looked at my head like, yo, I gotta be the one. I gotta be the one. Cause look at my head. Look at my fucking head, bro. I was expecting to look at my head and be like, oh God, give me the hair back. And I wanted to see this bump because I've had this bump on my scalp for a while. And I really wanted to see what that bump looked like. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's a damn bump. But anyway, man, I seen my head and I was like, wow. Wow. Allison said, I'm going to call you Milk Dud Poppy. Call me that shit. Light skinned milk dud. I'm talking about all the milk chocolate. I'm talking about put the milk in that chocolate. I'm talking light skinned milk dud on deck. Yeah. Chanel said, I think that's why we thought it was AI because it looked too good. Smooth ass. Oh, smooth head having that nigga. What the fuck? Johnny F. Roscoe in this motherfucker. Sit your ass down, bitch. Johnny F. Ross and the Cook Crew coming back. Fuck you, man. I done really got my swag back in this bitch. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do some stupid shit in your life to get to a point where you be like, oh, let me get back to doing me. The closest I was to really being in the flow I'm supposed to be in was 2018. So those of you who know about the Cook Crew, when I was going live every day and I was doing the cook-ups and that energy was different. Y'all remember that shit. That's why people still hit me up today talking about, yo, bring the cook-up back. When you cooking, bro, when you cooking. You know how many people done been asking about the cook-up? You know how many fucking years it's been? Bro, do you know how many years it's been since I really been in that cook-up energy? That's when I was really in my flow. That's when I was really in my flow. I was really focused on my own betterment. I was really focused on my own betterment. I ain't gonna go into the particular reason. For those of you who was in that part of my life, you know the reason why. You know why I was going hard, because you seen how my life was and what was going on in my life at the time. But I don't want to go into that right now. This live is not for that. I'm just focusing on me and my own evolution. So I'm in the mirror, right? So I told y'all I get to like right here. I honestly was trying to get back to this bump because I really wanted to see what the fuck that bump was, because I was really tired of feeling that shit on my head and not knowing what it looked like. So I shaved my head back to the bump so I could see what the bump was. And then I looked at my head and I was like, I still had like a patch of black hair on the back. That shit looked crazy as hell. I was like, y'all might rock this shit just like this, just to be an asshole, just to be crazy, just to show people how much I don't give a fuck. I'm going to push my hairline all the way back to the back, and then I'm going to leave this little patch of black hair right there. But then I was like, nah, I work a normal job, so I can't be walking into my motherfucking job with that bullshit on my goddamn head. But yeah, I would have did that shit because I really don't give a fuck. I've gotten to the point in my life where I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how I look anymore. Do you know how good that feels? When you can look at yourself and be like, I don't give a fuck if I look ugly. And I still think I look funny. I'm starting to get used to it a little bit. It's only been a day, but like I'm looking at myself. This is crazy. Most people look older when they have hair. I actually look older with no hair. That's blowing my fucking mind. How could I look older without the hair? I thought the hair was supposed to make you look manly. I look more like a man without the motherfucking beard. What kind of, my fucking mind is blown, bro. I don't know how to fucking take this shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on, bro, but that shit got my mind blown, bro. What the fuck? Who y'all seen look older without the hair? I don't understand how that's fucking working. Benjamin Button face aging backwards ass face ass, that shit back, man, that's some backwards ass shit. How the fuck I look more manly with no, I got a nigga. I have more of a baby face with facial hair. How my face look more, how does my face look more youthful and babyish with the facial hair? I don't understand this. I take all the hair off and I look older. I look like a fucking man. I ain't never looked at myself and really, like, I know I'm a fucking man, but I ain't never looked at myself and was like, you know how they say you look your age? I ain't never really looked my age. You know what I'm saying? I always look way younger than my age. But after taking all the hair off, I can look at myself and be like, yo, I really look like I'm in my mid-30s, like I'm pushing 40. I'm actually looking like a fucking man in this bitch. What the fuck? Man, what the fuck? Shout out to Adrian. Shout out to Ethan. Yo, Adrian, that comment you left on my shit where you said you look like a grown-up, that was spot on. I look like a fucking grown-up with no hair. I don't understand this shit. I thought the hair was supposed to make you look older. I gotta be the one. I gotta be the one. I'm just saying, I gotta be the one, bro. This shit don't make no motherfucking sense. How I look, how I'm aging backwards with no hair, and then how's my head this motherfucking perfectly round, bro? I gotta be the one, bro. I gotta be the one, bro. This shit, damn, my fucking hip hurt. I've been sitting Aboriginal style for too goddamn long. Damn, I need to stretch. That's why I'm glad I got this microphone, because I can talk from anywhere. My shit crispy as hell, ain't it? You can hear everything I'm saying on this bitch. Damn right. I could be on live just like this. Yeah. I don't understand this shit. I gotta be the one, bro. I gotta be the one. I gotta be the one. This shit don't make no damn sense. Johnny F. Roscoe said, not the hip. Yeah, man, my fucking hip, bro. God damn. So yeah, after I shaved my whole head, I looked in the mirror and I didn't hate it. I didn't. Like, of course, it looked weird as shit. It still looks weird. Like, when I look in the mirror, I'm not used to it. That's the thing most people are scared of. They're scared of the unfamiliar. especially when it comes to themselves. That's why people judge. That's why people are so judgmental of everybody else who's doing different shit, because deep down they're afraid to do different shit. It's some things that they want to do that they're not doing because they're scared of how they're going to view themselves. People are scared to die. People are scared to detach from who they think they are. For 15 years, I thought I was going to save the world by having a community and teaching people how to love each other by being vulnerable and giving them a platform and an environment where they can meet people. And I'm thinking that my energy was going to rub off on these people. And it's almost like I thought people was going to really become me. Like, but then when you have people my whole life have been looking at how I move, and they'll tell me shit like, man, the world would be better if it was more Brandons. You get people telling you this type of shit. I'm talking about complete strangers just telling you the most crazy uplifting shit. And you start to be like, yo, damn, the world would be better with more me's. So I'm building these communities, trying to duplicate myself in these people. I still want people to be individuals, but to at least embrace this core energy of love that I have and this interest of connecting. Everybody can connect how they want, of course, but it's like, I thought everybody just had that in them. I thought everybody would really want that. But then I learned that no, they don't. And even if they do, like, I learned that everybody has their own style of doing shit. And I can't say that I hate that because I'm an artist. So of course I value individual creative expression. The way I build my communities is one of my ways of expressing myself creatively. So in me building my community with my vision, it is a creative concept that people have to understand and be part of and flow with. So I was really trying to get people to be that. But then I realized I don't want a world full of me's. That would be a lame ass world if everybody, like they say, the world would be better with more Brandons. How? That would be weird. Why would we need more me's? I'm me. You're you. Everybody here is themselves. But it's like this fine line between individualism and community. Because when you're truly moving as a tribe, the individuals don't really, it matters, because even in like Native American tribes, you would have a Native American name. Like the people in the tribe had their own names. So there's an element of individualism inside of every community, but everybody has this common belief or this common tribe that they represent. That's what brings everybody together. So no one person is more important than the tribe. That's all I've been trying to get people to see. And I've been trying to build a global community. And it's not like I've completely given up on it, because like I said, I'm not done with the wave movement. I just had to adjust the dream. So even though I have the community, I'm running it and I'm seeing it in a completely different way. I basically took all the pressure off myself to save the world. I had to take that pressure off myself because I gave it enough tries. I'm only one person. I can't bring the love out of everybody. You got to bring it out of yourself. And the people that's still in my community, they bring that energy to me without me having to like really pull it out of them. Some of the people I kept, like everybody I kept isn't the same level of interaction. It's just sometimes you know in your spirit who's supposed to be around and who's not. And it don't mean that you love this person any more than you love that person. It's just you understand that everybody's not meant to walk closely to you. That's the part that was the hardest for me to let go, is that I didn't want to accept that everybody can't be next to me. I really wanted to have an all-inclusive global community. I wanted everybody to be welcome and everybody to be part of it. But it was too many examples of how that approach does not work. And it compromises the vision. and it causes the community to be fucked up. And I can't be fucking up the community for the people that's really there for the right reasons because I'm letting too much of the wrong energy in. And I was doing it too fast. Like sometimes the shit just grows too fast. Cause like people can understand when something's valuable. So like all my communities have been valuable. But like goddamn, you gotta be real mindful of the people that attach. You have to know their intent. Everybody's intention is not yours. And just because somebody says they support you, that don't mean they supporting you for the reason that you think they should be supporting you. Everybody has their own motive. You have to learn who's in front of you. I wasn't taking the time to really get to know every single person I was letting in. I wasn't taking the time to really get to know each person I'm letting into my shit. This shit is sacred, what I'm building. And people was playing with it. People been playing with my shit for 15 fucking years. And I could never figure out why they fucking playing with it. It's because I was being too loose with it. I was giving them too much intimate access without them having to prove nothing or show nothing. I wasn't making them take it serious. Unfortunately, you gotta make people take shit serious. Some people just ain't gonna take it serious. Unless you make them take it fucking serious. And the people that you gotta make take serious, those are not the right people. It goes back to the people that are supposed to be around, the people that are supposed to be close to you, they are going to get it. You're not gonna have to make them get nothing. You ain't gonna have to, it's not gonna be a difficult thing. It shouldn't be a difficult thing. It shouldn't. So yeah, I'm just like, that's my next composition will have a lot of this energy in it. And I called it 15 because like I said, that's the amount of years that I've been attached to this dream that I thought was really me. We get attached to ideas that are totally not like these things that we love and these things we care about that have become part of our mission or our purpose in life, our purpose. I made a video probably a week ago about purpose. Purpose is bullshit. Let me just say that. Everybody's on this planet trying to figure out a goddamn purpose you gotta have a purpose and that's fine. It's good to have a purpose. I'm not saying it's bad to have it because I'm always going to have a particular purpose of like what I'm doing. But these things are decisions. You pick whatever the fuck you want to focus on. But what I did learn is I was forcing a purpose. I wasn't doing the thing that I was just naturally doing. I'm an artist. Make no mistake. I am a creative genius. And the first craft is music. I am a musical genius. I've been known this since the age of 6. And honestly, music is the thing that has always popped off easiest for me because it ain't like, I'm not trying to make that a thing. I feel like I tried too hard to make that community mission, that world unity mission. I was trying too hard with that because I cared that much about it. Sometimes you can care so much about something that you get lost in the delusion of the dream. And that dream isn't really naturally in line with what you're supposed to be doing. But you don't know when you're in it. You're just doing what you feel moved to do at the time. It's hard to differentiate sometimes until you go through something and you take a step back and you look at what you've been doing and you get back to who you are. And it's like, everything with me always go back to music. Everything go back to music. Everything go back to music. Like that's the core. That's the core gift where a lot of my biggest passion and energy and my talent and the thing that brings people together the easiest and the thing that just propels me the easiest, it's always when I'm just in my music bag. So I'm not avoiding it anymore. I've been avoiding it. I've been playing around with my gift. I've been like half-assing on my gift. Because all these, even through these 15 years of me prioritizing that, I never stopped making music. I've always been making music. It ain't never been a time where I haven't dropped songs, but I ain't been dropping at the frequency that I know I could. And you know what was always on my mind with the community? My only mission, I was like, man, I just want to work this community mission to the point where I can be good financially. Maybe I can work my graphic design to a point where I'm financially good and all. And all the thing was like, I just want to free up time so I could just make music. That was always the thing on my mind. Like I never wanted to just live a life full of music and nothing else. But I have to accept, like, it's not just going to be music and nothing else. Like, because if you think about the Cook Crew, that was all music. That was built around music. But there was an organic community built behind me operating in my gift. So I was still getting the human interaction. I was still getting the connection. And it don't necessarily got to be a community that I actually bring y'all into and you got to be part of the movement officially and all that. Like, I'm tired of trying to get people to get on that level. I know that's the next step. Instead of just having like a random large amount of people that know each other and talk every now and then online, I know the next step is to really connect on an intimate level. But I've been trying to force people to do that. I'm done. There's no more forcing. That's what this time in my life represents. We're done forcing shit. I have too many gifts. I have too much natural charisma and energy and a talent to create and speak, to be forcing anything. I just gotta show up. I just gotta show up and be who I am. Everything that's supposed to be built, it's gonna build organically. And like I said, the wave movement is still going on. I got 15 people I'm rocking with. I'm no longer on the mission to unite the world. It's too much. And I feel like because I've let it go, it's probably going to manifest way easier. It's probably going to happen in a way that I ain't even see it happening because I'm done clawing after it. If that's really what I'm on the planet to do, if I'm really on this planet to bring everybody together, it's going to happen. I ain't going to have to force that. I just got to operate in who I am. And people will feel the energy. And if my energy sparks that, it's going to spark that. I don't have to force shit. Nothing in your life will work when you try to force. You don't have to force anything. And like, if I just got to speak publicly to have this kind of connection with y'all, if y'all just want to see me show up individually, I'm going to give that to y'all. Because I haven't been feeding y'all enough. I have not been showing the world me enough. And this world needs me. Straight up. Because I do a lot of observing. And I observe. I see the energy that's reaching the masses. I see the most popular figures in the world and what they talk about and what they show. And in my mind, I'd be like, as I was on this mission, this selfless and this sacrificing of myself, trying to bring people together so we could all rise together. I'm trying to do it with people. That's how genuine I am. Like, I'm sacrificing my own abilities and the fact that I know I could easily just rise by myself. But I love people and humanity so much. I want to really bring motherfuckers with me for real. Like a bunch of y'all. I don't give a fuck about fame. It ain't even about climbing a fucking ladder. Everybody wants to climb a ladder. But if that's what y'all want me to do is climb a ladder, watch me climb. Watch what happens when I stop sacrificing myself. I just posted a picture the other day, and that's the caption I put on there. Watch what happens when I stop sacrificing myself. A lot of times we be our own worst enemy, be in our own way, with like just doing everything but pouring into what we know we supposed to be pouring into. Sometimes it could just be because you're not ready. Sometimes you do need a little time to learn yourself more. I'm glad I didn't push myself in front of the world at an early age, like in my 20s, because the world will pressure you, especially in the music world. Like, oh, this is a young man's game. Nobody wants to see an older artist. Oh, we want to see. Yeah, you got to blow up when you're in your 20s. You got to blow up. All this fucking obsession with blowing up. Why the fuck y'all want to blow up so goddamn bad? You niggas obsessed with going viral and blowing up and getting followers and fame this and fame that. And like every marker of success is based on what? Based on what? The amount of people that know you and the amount of money you got in your account? Bitch, get the fuck out of here. 15 years, I know I have connected with people on an intimate level, and I've touched people and affected lives in a very significant way, in a way that I know I couldn't if I was just focused on being famous. So for that reason, I have no regrets for how I've been moving. I was supposed to move like that so that I could get to this point and move how I'm going to move moving forward. Don't beat yourself up. We too focused on being perfect. I don't give a fuck about being perfect. That's one thing I can say about me. I give people a lot of advice and I tell people shit, and I am an example of what I be telling people. To like face your fears and to not give a fuck. I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to sit in front of y'all with a skint face. I got a skint head and a skint face. Y'all not used to seeing me look like, I'm not used to seeing me look like this. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm me no matter what I look like. There's a lot of distractions and shit that we care about that does not matter. You gotta put your energy on what matters. If you're a dope individual, it does not matter what you look like, how you dress, all this stuff is just things that we adorn ourselves with to give ourselves a certain appearance. And that's a dope part of life, that we can look a certain way. But all this prioritizing looks and caring about image and, man, all that shit be just, it don't mean nothing. Can you love yourself when you think you don't look good? It's people that won't even walk out the house if they don't look a certain way. Why? Because you scared what somebody gonna say about you. You don't want to look you don't want to look crazy. And like, I'm going outside, like first time with the bald head, I went to work. And immediately when you're walking into a situation where people are used to seeing you look a certain way, there's a certain level of like, it's like this natural nervousness, or you're preparing yourself for what people are going to say when they see this new look. So even with me not giving a fuck, I still, there's like that feeling of, all right, I know they're going to say something. Let's see what they're going to say. You know what I'm saying? It's like in your mind, you're expecting, you're waiting on the moment. Excuse me. You're waiting on the moment when somebody notices that you've changed. And most people are afraid of whatever that reaction is going to be. Because people want so bad to be accepted. They want to look cute. They want to look beautiful for the world. Fuck the world. I can finally say fuck the world. 15 years I've been wanting to change the world and loving the world and trying to see the love in the world and having faith in humanity and all this shit, just trying to see the good in everything and everybody. And now I finally got to the point where I can just say fuck everything and everybody. I'm tired of trying to see the good in you motherfuckers. A lot of y'all just ain't good. A lot of y'all ain't shit. It is what it is. I'm tired of trying to fight for motherfuckers that's on bullshit. People that just, they values are fucked up. Motherfuckers will play in your face. You'll pour all this energy into people and they will play with you. They'll disrespect you. They'll shit on you. They'll spit on you. They'll judge you. They'll tell you all your flaws. Like, bitch, the audacity after all I've done. After all I've sacrificed. Oh shit. I had to look at myself. Check yourself, Yahweh. Stop sacrificing for these motherfuckers then. So you stop putting yourself in a position where you gotta look at a person and be like, oh my God, I'm so disappointed. I'm tired of being disappointed in you motherfuckers. I'm not disappointed no more. I expect y'all to be fucked up. Honestly, it's a lot of fucked up people in the world. I done let a lot of these people very close to me. You should have never been next to me. You ain't shit. You suck. Dead ass. You're fucking dumb. You're a fucking idiot. Man, you should be thinking, man, it was a privilege for you to be able to even absorb my energy on the level I gave it to you, bitch. You should have never had the privilege to get that much energy from me. Man, you stupid motherfuckers playing with me like I be saying that shit even with the women I date and shit. Like anytime I let people close, it's that part of me that be like, man, how dare you play with me? But then I gotta always bring it back. How dare I allow them to play with me? And can't nobody play with you if you don't let them play with you. I've been letting motherfuckers play with me for too long. I've been letting people just play around with the energy. Like this ain't no fucking game. This fucking energy I possess is not a fucking game. So how dare I allow anybody to get that close to me and fucking play with it? Like, what the hell? The fuck is wrong with me? Not them. What the fuck is wrong with me? A lot of y'all need to be asking yourselves that. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you that you're in the position you're in? Fuck everybody else. Always blaming it on everybody else. And you know what people be scared to do? People be scared to make the decision that's going to make them look some type of way. So we could keep it on the surface level where people don't want to do things that's going to make them look ugly. Nobody wants to be ugly to the world. Oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. I just can't be ugly. Man, fuck that. You don't even look that good when you get yourself made up. Get over your fucking self. Let's just keep it all the way honest. Most people on the planet are not 9s and 10s. A lot of y'all are some fucking 4s, some 5s, some of y'all some 3s. Let's just keep it all the way real. Some of y'all just average 6s and 7s. Most of us are just average motherfuckers. Most people are some average motherfuckers. You average niggas got too much. Man, you average niggas got too much outlandish expectations. Bitch, you don't have the fucking qualifications for that type of shit. Bitch, get off your motherfucking high horse. No, you're not a 9. No, you're not a 10. And if you are, who the fuck cares? You're gonna die too with your pretty ass. Guess what? Good looking people die too. And sometimes they die first. The irony of life. Life does not give a fuck how you look. I know plenty of pretty people that died before all you ugly motherfuckers. Hey, guess what? Now I'm ugly. I don't think I'm cute right now. I think this shit look funny. It's kind of growing on me, but I definitely look better with the hair, with the facial hair and shit. I'm going to just keep it all the way unbiased. I think I look way better with the hair than without the hair. But ask me if I give a fuck. Because the spirit is the same, bitch. And who the fuck am I trying to look good for? You horny ass bitches that's online trying to find a nigga? You fucking horny bitches that's on these dating apps with all these qualifications and checklists and shit, and you gotta do this and that, bitch, you ain't got your shit together. Fuck is you got all these damn standards and fucking qualifications, bitch? Don't nobody want to live up to that bullshit. You got some fucking nerve. The audacity that somebody gotta look a certain way to be with you, and bitch, use a 5, use a 4. Bitch, you don't look good, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're not attractive. If come on, like, Somebody got to just tell you, you're not cute. Most of you are not pretty people. It's okay. Most of the world is kind of ugly. Most of the world got more imperfections than perfections. That's why when you see like the women or the men that have like really, really good looks, they become famous really easy. Like, cause it's not a lot of them. And that's the dream, to like end up with a person that look like this. Oh, I want a 10. Bitch, you're not gonna get a 10. Bitch, you're a 4. You're a 3.5, bitch. Sit the fuck down. And being pretty don't matter, man. You could be pretty and a shitty person. Most pretty people are pretty shitty. You're pretty, but you're pretty ugly on the inside, bitch, because you used to having shit handed to you because you look cute. Whoop-de-doo, bitch. You don't got nothing else to offer. You look good, but you ain't shit. I'm tired of you pretty motherfuckers that ain't shit. So yeah, like I'm glad I can look in the mirror. I can finally look in the mirror and say, man, I don't really love how I look. I don't really look all that great, man. Like, man, this bald shit, like it's gonna grow on me, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. You know, my facial hair gonna grow back. So I mean, I'm probably gonna rock the baldy for a while. I'm not immediately gonna grow my hair back. I really like this bald head. Honestly, I like being ugly. I wanna be ugly, bitch. Shit. All you lustful motherfuckers. All you lustful always wanna go after what look good. That be the main requirement for a lot of y'all. First and foremost, to even be qualified to spend intimate time with you, a motherfucker gotta fit your physical preference. I done shed that. Like, I'm at the point in my life now, and I had to learn this by dating women that were my type. I've dated some beautiful women physically. I'm talking about women that most men will never be able to say they was with. I done been with some sexy women. I'm talking about fine. I done been with some good looking women. And it's only been a select few because I ain't never been promiscuous. I don't go around just fucking on anybody and anything because you look good, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you look like. Oh, I don't give a shit. You're not gonna get the penis unless I want to give you the penis. Yeah, I don't just give out fucking random dick. And this is something I learned about women. Everybody want to talk about men being dogs and all men want to do is hump. That's all you women want to do. Stop fucking playing. A lot of y'all just be horny as shit. Y'all be having the same surface level desires. You only date or only want to fuck with men of a certain height, certain stature, on a certain motherfucking status, certain looks. And soon as you see a dude that you like, you're going to make it very easy for him to smash. Stop acting like you don't. I mean, it's the same shit both sides. It's a bunch of fucking horny motherfucking bitches and niggas. And that's all y'all be wanting to do is fuck. And y'all be stuck on the surface. That's why your relationships be trash. Because your first requirement is based on some bullshit. You done eliminated so many possible matches for you. I'm talking about solid people that could really be a great partner. And why have you eliminated them? Because they don't fit a physical preference? Bitch, fuck you. That's why the shit has no substance. This world is lacking so much heart and substance. That's what I'm here to bring the world. I'm gonna bring real soul and substance to this motherfucker. It's just fake ass surface level bullshit, and y'all be getting online. Oh, I fucking hate. Oh, I'm glad I'm outside talking because I swear, man, I'm so tired of looking at you because I don't spend a lot of time on my timeline, but I spend enough time on the internet to kind of see the dialogue. And y'all don't be talking about shit. Y'all don't be saying nothing of substance. It be a bunch of whack ass shit, a bunch of whack ass people in their fucking egos and their fucking feelings and surface level opinions and this and that and just a bunch of banter and bullshit. And y'all be fucked up. Just fucked up people just talking every day. Be like, shut up. You don't get tired of hearing yourself talk? And then y'all be acting like y'all saying something. Y'all really be acting like y'all saying something of substance and don't be saying shit. Like you're not even a good representation of the shit you trying to portray. Everything is about an image to y'all. I'll get on here with a fully shaved face and a bald head looking funny as hell and not give a fuck because I actually have substance. I don't have to look like nothing. Y'all be so focused on what shit look like. Everything is looks. Oh, it gotta look a certain way. I can't connect intimately with somebody that don't look good. Bitch, your spirit is ugly. I'm at the point now where I'm able to build closer connections with women that I'm not like, you know, super attracted to. And that's such a great place to be in. Cause there's so many dope women out here. I know this conversation just took a shift. I'm just letting it shift. It's so many dope women out here that I'm not attracted to. And now I can enjoy their presence and I can build intimate bonds with them. Not intimate in the sense of sex. I always got to make that, always have to make that distinction. Is that the word? Because y'all always want to tie intimacy to fucking. Because that's all y'all want to do. You don't know nothing about really getting close to a person outside of fucking. And then they always want to be, well, that's just part of life. Ain't nothing wrong with having preferences. Everybody got a preference. It is something wrong with it if your preference is always fucked up. All you motherfuckers out here got these preferences and you wonder why it's so hard for you to date. It's so hard for you to find somebody. Bitch, look at your preferences. Everybody that has preferences, I guarantee you got some people that's interested in you. You just think you too good to talk to them. Oh, they ain't on my level. They don't look how I need them to look. Oh, I can't bust a nut with them. Oh, how dare you think that I'm gonna give you my fucking man? Shut up. I just want to talk about some damn sex. Fuck out of here. Y'all need to learn how to make friends. Y'all need to learn how to disconnect and detach from all this bullshit. That's what this conversation is about. Detaching from all the bullshit that doesn't hold any value. It's too much shit that people care about that don't matter. None of it matters. All that matters in this life is that you do a whole lot of what you love. Do a whole lot of what you love. Share it with people so that they can experience what you love. And that love will spread throughout those people. Love energy always does something good for people. You know, like one of the best ways you could serve the world is by serving them what you love, like doing it because you just love to do it. Like I genuinely love talking to people. So instead of focusing so much of my energy on trying to talk to people in a community and bring everybody into that and doing it in a private setting and trying to like really pour into people the real way, I'm going to just give people what they want. They want something to look at. I'm going to just start showing up publicly and giving this energy to the world. I'm very comfortable doing this shit. I just wanted to do it with people. I didn't want to be the fucking star, but some people are just here to be, some people are here to be the center. Some people are here to be like that. I'm one of them people that's here to be that. I gotta stop fighting against the shit. Sometimes who you are ain't who you want to be. We be trying to pick who we want to be. I'm like, I want to be this person. No, but you're this. Just be who you are. It's like I've been being who I am, but I've been trying to like be something up. Like I've been trying to do it my way. I want to do it this way. I really want to make this work. I want to make this work. It's such a great idea. If I can just get them to see it. If I could just get them to see it. Man, fuck if they see it. I don't give a fuck if y'all see it no more. Y'all been seeing me online for all these years doing this shit. If you don't know who the fuck I am by now, then you stupid. If you don't fucking know who I am by now, and I'm having to fucking break the shit down, man, fuck it. Fuck it. Y'all want to see me operate in my gift and do that, I'ma do it. I ain't gonna do it for y'all though. I'm doing it for me. I'm finally doing it for me. I'm finally just gonna focus majority of my energy on me. And I don't give a fuck who I bring with, cause y'all can't come with me. Stay your ass over there. Feeling sorry for motherfuckers. And it ain't even like it ain't like I be feeling sorry for motherfuckers. Cause honestly, man, the amount of people I've connected with, people be doing it to themselves. And majority of the fucking time when I'm dealing with people, you be fucking your own life up. You're not a victim. You're fucked up. And you're choosing not to change. So keep being the same then, bitch. Can't be around stagnant motherfuckers who be scared to fucking change. Oh, I'm used to being fucked up. I just want to keep being a fucked up person. Well, keep being fucked up, man. I've been letting people drag me into that bush. Man, I don't have to carry that weight anymore. Man, when I tell you the wave movement is so much better, I done cut that shit down to like 15 people and I feel so fucking light. Cause everybody in the movement I know is supposed to be, it ain't no half-ass energy. It ain't no weird energy. The people that's supposed to be around you, you're not gonna have a hard time communicating with these people. Y'all be connecting with people that's too hard to talk to. Trust me, the people who you're supposed to connect with, it's going to be healthy conversation. It ain't gonna be no fights. Y'all might have disagreements, but it's gonna be very easy to get to a place where y'all can laugh and just get back to the good shit. We be dealing with all these fucking difficult ass people and shit. Darius said, bro, you need to do a motivational speaker type thing. Man, this is what I do right here, bro. Like, I'm just about to start popping my shit on the internet like I used to do. I'm just about to really start doing me. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot of me. And we're gonna build this shit up organically like it does, like it always do. And tonight, well, not tonight. I'm a night owl, so this feel like nighttime. Damn, it's almost 2:00. All right, so I don't give a fuck about the damn clock. I'm gonna sleep so I can get up tonight. I work night shift. But these lives, I'm gonna be getting on here talking to y'all. Sometimes they'll be as long as I'm on here today. Sometimes they'll be shorter. But I am going to get back into talking to y'all because I always have things to say. And I like to interact. So today I haven't really been reading comments too much and interacting back and forth, but that's what these things always turn into with me. Everything connected to me is a safe space for people to be who they are and just say what they want. And I'm a conversationalist. So every conversation is going to be valuable. Anytime I get online and say anything, any live, even when I'm cooking, I'm going to get back to the cook-ups. I got to buy some speakers. I don't have speakers right now, so I've been doing everything through headphones. But I'm going to order some speakers, some Bluetooth speakers that I can hook up. So when I do my cook-ups, I can have the music playing and y'all can hear what I'm doing and shit. I'm going to get back into doing that again. You know, it might not be like every day like how I was doing in 2018, but yeah, I'm just going to be hopping on. Shit. I'm tapping back into that self-improvement energy. And not even just self-improvement, just doing what the fuck I like to do, man. This shit is easy. It's easy. Life is easier when you just do what you naturally like to do. And whatever comes from that. Like, you don't really get to choose nothing. Everything chooses you. You make your decisions, and whatever comes from it, you just open yourself up to decide what path you want to go based on, like, you know, the path that you're supposed to walk. That's how it felt in 2018 when I was going live. I was selling instrumentals. I was talking to people. It was all type of activity just for me operating in my own shit. I wasn't chasing nothing. I wasn't trying to explain myself to people to get them on board with anything. It was very easy. Life should not ever be a chase. It should not ever feel like you trying too hard. If the shit feels too difficult, you are not on the right path. You need to get in your flow. You need to find your flow. And I've been telling people that shit, but I wasn't taking my own advice for a long time. I wasn't pouring into myself the way that I was advising other people to pour into themselves. That's usually the case for a lot of times when people got good advice, they not taking their own advice. I can admit I wasn't taking my own advice, but I'm taking it now. And I'm happy as fuck. I feel like a new man. I got a new song coming out, new composition. It's called 15. It's also cool, some cool number correlations about the song. So I've always had this number 3. The 3 always shows up a lot in my life. Every time. It's always 3s that are significant in like major things that happen in my life. It'd be some type of 3 attached to it. So even the number 15 is divisible by 3. Like 3 times 5 is 15. So that's 3 decades. It's been not exactly to the month, but the year to the year is like 3 decades I've had this dream. And at the end of that 3rd decade, I let go of the dream. That wasn't planned. Another cool correlation, I cut my hair and I did all this drastic stuff in this. I'm having this spiritual rebirth on July 31st. July 31st, this is another 3, not the 31st, but 3 years ago to the date that I shaved everything off. 3 years ago on that same exact date, July 31st, I was moving to Florida and I was moving in with my ex at the time. So July 31st is always a very significant date for me. I didn't even know it was the 31st. This wasn't planned. Like a lot of you fake spiritual motherfuckers be looking for the numbers before they even happen. And it's like, if you're too focused on the numbers, then you're forcing it. Like that ain't no spiritual shit. You trying to find the correlation. Like numbers will do whatever they do. You find the correlation after you make the move. You ain't trying to hunt and look for the damn number. You motherfuckers, fake spiritual ass, fake woke ass motherfuckers. I'm gonna get on y'all ass too. I'm back outside. I'm tired of you fake ass motherfuckers want to act spirit. I'm so tired of you fake woke ass community. You always want to talk about spirituality and fucking wokeness and using all the spiritual verbiage and dialogue and y'all don't be spiritual at all. All y'all be cap. You motherfuckers be cap. Fucking tired of it. It just be all talk. Y'all just be running y'all damn mouth. Well, I'm ready to run my mouth, huh? And when I come outside, yeah, real shit is about to get said now. Yeah, I've been watching. I just be looking. I be commenting on shit sometimes. A lot of the shit it ain't even worth commenting on. It just be so much noise. So that's all I got. Thank you for tuning in to today's live and hearing my story about my journey of building communities and how much energy I put into it. And hearing about, what made me cut the hair and how that process went. I really just go with the flow. And I'm not afraid to do something different when I feel moved to do it. And it's never to try and get some attention. I didn't cut my hair because I'm like, I'm gonna cut my hair and yeah, it's gonna blow everybody's mind. Some people get in that space though, because it's easy to play on y'all because people are so sensitive to shit It's like if you just tap into anything that you know is going to trigger an emotion in a person, you could easily live your life just to get shock value or attention from people. And it's a lot of people clowning on the internet based on that particular fact. They know that if I do this or say this, people are going to react. So let's just act like a fucking clown. Let's just be an ass all day, every day. That ain't never my intention, ever. So if I'm ever doing some shit that look crazy, I promise it's something meaningful attached to it. And that's when I show up and give you the story. So that's what this is for. Because I like to document all these important moments in my life as part of me being an artist. And yeah, that's another thing, is this symbolizes what the next composition is going to be about. It's called 15. It's really about everything I talked about in this live, about just detaching from this dream, getting back to just loving myself and doing me, and just not being so giving of myself to people and thinking that everybody's just gonna be good and I can make things work. No, I can't. So yeah, the bald head marks a shift. This marks a turning point in my life, and I'm excited to share it. The song is really fucking dope, and it's a lot of songs coming after this. It's gonna be a lot of music coming out for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be locked in. I'm not gonna play with my gift anymore, and wherever it takes me, it takes me. But I will do it my way. I'm not going to bend on what I know I want and how I want to use my talent. I just know I'm gonna show up, and yeah, people deserve to see you in your gift. So that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. Um, is please operate in your gift. It's the best thing you could do for yourself and for the people around you. And the more you play with your gift, the more you're just slowing down your own progress. And you might be able to help people a little bit while you're kind of giving yourself a little bit of in it, but you're not going to be able to help these people as much as you want until you pour into yourself the way you need to. So that's all I'm focused on now, is just pouring more into myself so I can show up better for the people that I really love, which is everybody. I got a lot of love for the world. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Yave. I will be online a lot. And yeah, I'm excited. We'll see what this time period of connecting and creating will bring.